Yeah, I made it higher.
What kind of deodorant you put on your armpits? Make sure you have toilet.
Hey, yo, look. Gillis, Appleseed, King Johnny, Apple Tree. Send the prayers up. Your Howard shot it in between. Pissy elevators, let me give you a solution. Bleaching ammonia, chasing away demons. Pissy parking lot, whole nother distribution. Frank and Merlin want blood for reparations. Felines keep a grip on skunks, rodents, and muskrats. Gillis Casanova keep grip on a honeyback. Excuse me, Mr. Gillis, break it down to honeyback. Intellect, body snatch, energy on ultimate. Drink sour sop, pomegranate juice, I'm loving it like muffin mix. Before you leave your crib, take your vitamins. Dinner dates, reading Macbeth. Keep grits on the wisdom. Jiu-jitsu and salad on the Sabbath. Light more essential oils. Switch avocado scent. Patchouli, lavender. Sip smoothie, West Africa. Robe A. Lawyer, leave out praying all day. Father, protect these girls with big booties. Coming outside on that Kiki Palmer bullshit. The wolf is high, stop. Hey, yo, stop playing with protection. Modest the babble, repels the demons. David do a rock and girl, I know you are my Lexus. I don't even like the attention for rap. And you freaking decide to come outside like that. Chill. Yeah.
It's a true macabre, the gold grill scholar. Yo, run and tell the president I spit this piece countless. 0 fucks evident. I smack a white toddler. The Israelite veteran, the original Don Dada. The Bible be my rifle. Blow a hole inside my rifle. I'm here to reach the trifle. Teach them to return a rifle and hold them niggas back from the evil that they might do. A lot of dogs bark, but my wolves will know to bite you. Doors change like the sky, from the dark to the light blue. The devil is a lie, but I always gotta fight through. Yo, victory is mine. I count a L as a W. Niggas sipping on this wine, father figure like the Huxtable.
I'm touching inspiration, Guinness breaking, shit is shaking, left amazing. 85, team Corona time. Since the nigga came in, pen is dangerous. Educators meditated on everything. I said I'm dangerous, broke the syntax, but grammar liberating. Pen is dangerous, written flagrant, melanated, black and white. Have to fight, nah, we ain't kicking it, boy. This kid ain't playing. Kendrick famous, Middle Ages, shining night. Central dangerous, locking tight. Whole city brothers like we some Pennsylvanians. Cropped off, we writing them off since it began. The time can inform. Row in the kitchen, the almost be flipping this alphabet suit and this pottage is raw. Prodigal sons, out on the runs, conquer the evils, apocalypse sauce. Popular people, the prophets could see him. I'll conquer to meet him. This higher than y'all. Mingle, I don't. Up with the guards. Houston, we made it. No rocket could cross. Measured the arc, so set apart. Measured the square. 144. Israel born, fetal position. Cut from a cloth. Mitri and Lenin. Peter religious. Coconut sipping. Can't fathom the garden. They Madison wishes. They mad as reliving. Legend of Nazareth living. Body bag in perdition. Think I'm some average wizard. How I be grabbing the wisdom. Talking math is infinite. Multiplying the times, giving sight to the blind, bringing back Davidic.
When the sky crack, it's on sight like a contact. I ball in this truth, and I ain't had to sign no contract. This a blood covenant, sacrifice is how we signed that. Our ancestors broken, where we scattered is where we die at. I was down on my knees, bathroom floor where I cried at. Sick and tired of life, peace of mind, I couldn't find that. The Lord heard my cries, put his spirit on me for combat. Cause who gon' fight for him when his wickedness at its climax? I give my testimony a lot, I gotta rewind that because I'm still in shock. He could've left me there to rot. I could've gotten hit by every single bullet out that Glock, or got a bunch of years for every rock I stood up on that block. But he spared me, now I'm doing something I never thought I'd do. Cause the harvest gonna be plenty, but the laborers are few. Yeah, the Father chose me, yeah, he already knew. But I'm so grateful for this chance, man, you don't even have a clue. You don't understand the pain I see my people going through, but also understand why and how to get it off of you. You gotta come back to the Lord and get them spirits off of you. Like eating pork and smoking pork, the shit that's Satan off of you. I talk to you this way because I love you, not trying to war with you, but I was shown things that's coming. To my people, I'm warning you, this what Yahweh gonna do. Create a lake so big, full of fire. Those that love sin, that's what he throwing you. And look, you can't forget the mark. If you take it, you can't go back. I gave up fornication, I'm an old player like a throwback. I know that, I was given a second chance, I won't blow that. So the head is where I roll at, to the heavens where my soul at. And there's no rap, just all heat, get a thermometer. These heathens got the blues, my Bible like a harmonica. We down now, but soon to be on top like a yarmulke. And it's that Freddy flow, these bars give them insomnia, it's bumps.
Freddie Flacco, Excel, rep the 12, Donnie Brasco. Damn, he made it. Went from a sinner and a saint, now he the seed of David. Messiah interceded, now the G, the people's favorite. And make my students see the vision, give my pupils lace it. Face it, I'm on the level that you're not adjacent. Your flow probably Michael Myers, but you're not adjacent. Put rappers' bodies in my closet or down in the basement. Prophet Elijah when I'm rhyming, surrounded by spaceships. The third installment, how much further the God is gonna take it? Beyond the stars, the third heaven, and all that is sacred. What could I say about them old days? Was backstabbed like the OJs. Just how the song say, with no gloves, no getaway. It's not the OJ, had wait to get my money right. It's like the OA, but now I'm living for paradise. My life for Coldplay, the devil on my body and soul. I'm like, no way, it's okay. I'ma do my bit until he set me free. The Father gave me bread of life, but Satan tried to give me keys. I keep my eyes to the hills, where my help proceeds. Breath of the Father, I'm just praying I'm the next to breathe. Yahweh Shai, I'm just praying that he intercedes and bring a sword judgment to these fakes and these den of thieves. Earthquakes and calamities for my enemies. So when you see them coming back, just keep the same energy, you feeling me?
I just need a little faith in the Most High. He order all the steps I take. Time to get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace. Grace. I will walk the water for you. Daily reflection got me vexed about my ways. Then I reproach myself, this flesh I can't escape. Put myself in check, Nike tracksuit in this case.
Y'all gotta tap into what this truth is really about. This truth is about making you perfect. Cause you could be that. He ain't put your food in the dark and then kick the plate. He said, be ye perfect like your Father in heaven is perfect. Why he say that? Cause you can do it.
Number times he had blessed me like in forest counting trees. Yeah, how a light is judgment, bring it to your knees. And it's a thin line, but it's
your faith and your hope should be in the Lord. David was one of the mightiest of them. And he even said, my God, even without you, Lord, I have no power. So what made David strong? What made him untouchable, unscathed? His trust in the
Lord. Nation over us, men that were base. They pervert the truth, they full of hate, they reprobates. Truth, he made us all, but us in
Matthew 10:34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
That's very key. The Bible says, think not that he came to send peace on earth. A lot of people think Jesus Christ is coming down with babies, naked babies, and arrows shooting hearts at people and giving hugs. That's not, no. He said, think not that I come to send peace. When we read Isaiah 63, it said, Jesus' garment's going to be filled with blood.
Entire congregations rebel. Yeah, I see it. The wicked prosper, don't get caught up with the allure. A constant thought is one, our nation gon' get restored. Search for the answers, keep the laws at the end, endure. Yeah, endure. All the advices in the book that the fool won't visit. In wisdom show herself, the few and the most won't get it. A wise man said, is this for sure or are you committed? Yeah, I'm in this. I'm putting bricks in for myself, you make your decision. The map is laid, I took the step, you trust your improvisions. A mustard seed of faith, now watch it grow up through the ceiling. And the Most High, he order all the steps I take. Time to get weary, but I gotta keep the pace. The clock is ticking, day of the Lord ain't gon' wait. I will walk the water for your grace.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
How you think you gonna get my respect? How you a man that can't keep your own spirit in check? That's the difference from rookies and vets. I tend to focus on the game, they rather complain to the reps. But life not a game of scrimmage. You get both your legs broken thinking you standing on chef business. We talking truth, I'm the best witness. I'd rather die than be left in this world. Y'all wanna be left in it. Talking about the laws done away with it.
Shalom, 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 family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at HIBofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Shalom, I'm Sister Mayan, a student ambassador for the Spiritual Midwifery program. Spiritual Midwifery has changed my perspective in a positive way when it comes to birth work. It has made me confident that I'm taking on the role that the Most High has chosen me for. I feel as though it has provided me with the right tools to better serve my current clients as a doula and future clients as a midwife. What makes Spiritual Midwifery stand out more than other trainings and programs is that it's much much more personable. Just being able to learn with and learn from sisters that are like-minded brings out a level of closeness and spirituality that cannot be achieved by anything not ordained by the Most High. I can definitely feel his presence every time class meets. I would definitely recommend the program to other Hebrew women pursuing midwifery. It's such a joy to learn from another Hebrew sister and also have a community of sisters to learn with that face the same daily struggles that we face in life.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program. Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the Truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom. All right, man, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
Shalom, Yasha Allah. Shalom.
Shalom.
I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai. All right. I want to give double honors to the elders, all right, who have been pushing this truth and sincerity, all right, for a long time. Okay. A welcome to C4N, Conversation for the Nation. All right. Where we take relevant topics, all right, relate them to scripture. All right, break that thing down in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Mashiach Yahweh Shai. All right, and hopefully edify the people. All right, want to give a special shout out, all right, to our newest member, Reva Watson. I believe her name is Reva Watson. If I'm misspelling or mispronouncing her name, hey, somebody correct me in the chat. I saw a new member, a YouTube member, pop up in the chat earlier. I believe the sister's name is Reva Watson. All praises to the Most High.
All praise. Shalom, sis.
All right. Hey, Yazabah, you look like you may be froze, man. We may need you to pop off, okay, and pop back on, King. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to give a shout out to our members in the chat. Hey, if I miss you, it's because I don't know what it is with my chat, but it kind of suspends the conversation after it's been gone for a while, okay? So I'm starting with the brother Tim Lawson Jr. Hey, Shalom, Tim Watson Jr. Brother Ernest, Shalom. SOT, Soldier Yaquab in the building. Shalom, King. Right back, Yahweh. Shalom, Princess. Kanai, Naphtali in the building. We got SOT, Soldier Asha Allah. Jameer Washington in the building. SOT Soldier Abaya. SOT Soldier Yaquab. the brother Richard Perez in the building. Shalom, Prince. Prince Josiah in the building. We got SOT Soldier Yotham. Soldier Yotham should be joining us here soon. I'm looking for that brother to join the stage. And we got Samurai Yasha Allah in the building. Janae, daughter of Nakawashai. Asaya, house of Nakawashai in the building. Righteous family right there. Shalom. El Henley in the building. Captain Asha Allah Ban Loya. Shalom there, Levi. Feeds me righteously. I like that name. Shalom. Do work in Shalom. We got SOT Soldier Shamar in the building. SOT Soldier Nasim in the building. Shalom. Okay. So hey, if I missed you, hey, I apologize. Hey, like I said, my chat, it updates and I don't get to see the earlier chats, but I do want to say Shalom and welcome to our newest member, Sister Reva Watson. Khan?
Khan.
Right? Hey, you brothers and sisters saw the title. Okay, you saw the title, you saw the thumbnail. I hope you read that thing. One thing Yasha Allah don't want to do is they don't want to read. Okay, we stuck with that mentality, okay, from our slavery. Okay, we don't want to read nothing. You want to hide something from a nigga, you put it in a book. Okay, that's how this thing works. We stuck with that doggone sin syndrome, lack of comprehension syndrome. Okay, we need to snap up out of that thing. Okay, when you read, it doggone enhances your doggone understanding. Okay, especially when you read the scriptures. All right, when you read them scriptures, you know what I mean. It brings the doggone wisdom to the forefront. Khan. Okay.
Khan.
All right. Hey, so I wanna start off by talking about the new moon. We got the new moon, all right, coming up here tomorrow night at evening. I was just talking to Adawan today. Adawan said we're gonna make sure we broadcast the new moon for everybody, not just for the members only, because it's a Friday. We're robbing the people of wisdom if it's a Friday and we're not broadcasting it to everybody. So we're gonna put it on for everybody. Okay, I think we got the brother Yotham in the building. Shalom, that king.
Shalom.
How about Shimmy?
Yeah, how about Shimmy? Right. Okay. Hey, but if you brothers and sisters are in the area in Atlanta, Georgia, and you want to celebrate the new moon, okay, go ahead and send us an email to Sons of Thunder Israelites, Salakia. Send an email to SOT Feast Day @gmail.com. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll that thing at the bottom. We had a little email change. Okay, let me go ahead and put that thing at the bottom for you brothers and sisters. All right, to make it a bit easier. And there it is right there, okay? SOT Feast Day @gmail.com. All right, let us know how many people you're gonna bring with you. That way we can accommodate you, by means of seating, food, and of course the word of the Most High Power. Khan?
All
right. Effects of casual sex in our community. Okay, that's what we care about. We care about our community. Okay, we can give a damn about anybody else's community because they can give a damn about ours. Okay, but the effects of casual sex. Okay, hey, this thing is tore us down. It's tore us down, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. We lived through it. I would like to say, I lived through some harsh times coming up. Because I came up in that biker short era. I came up in the crack cocaine, biker short era. Okay, so it's a whole lot of lust. Okay, they popping them fireworks as soon as I get started, man. Okay, wicked. Okay, that's probably why we only got 72 jokers on the live right now. Jokers still eating on pork ribs, sipping on St. Ides, okay, and popping damn fireworks, man. All right, they just got through celebrating Juneteenth, man. All right, and now they out there showing their doggone tails, celebrating the 4th of July. You tell me what kind of sense that make, man. All right, what was your ancestors on Independence Day? Okay, what were your ancestors? They were sweating in the slave fields. picking cotton and sugar cane, okay, and tobacco. That's what they was doing, okay? They give you Juneteenth, but you want to doggone celebrate. And I'm going to tell you something about brothers, man, okay? Our cousins. Our cousins find a reason to doggone get drunk, man, in the barbecue. They find any reason, man, to have a good time. Sisters find any reason to twerk. So we know they out here half naked, okay? Out here half naked, showing their tails, man. Okay, we got to come up out of that thing. And you know what? Tonight, even right now, there's probably some casual sex going on. Because we don't know no better. Okay? We don't know no better. You know? Why do we dibble and dab in casual sex, man? Okay? Let's get into it. All right? Let's get into it.
I'm anxious. Have sex. I'm afraid. Have sex. I'm mad. Have sex. I'm disappointed. I'm depressed. 100%. I'm lonely. Have sex. And there.
See, did you hear the brother? Okay, I'm gonna rewind it. All right. See, sex is being used to fill voids. Okay, that's what it is initially. In our community, sex is being used to fill voids. All right, something's missing. Number one, the damn man ain't in the household. Okay, so the type of sex that we're having is wicked anyway. All right, brothers out here chasing all kind of doggone tail. They're traumatized by their childhoods. Okay, little girls, little boys been doggone touched as children. Okay, we're working doggone like still like doggone slaves today. Okay, and you're trying to fill a void, man. Did you hear what the brother just said?
Sex is therapy. I'm anxious. Have sex. I'm afraid. Have sex. I'm mad. Have sex. I'm disappointed. I'm depressed. 100%. I'm lonely. Have sex. And they're having sex and they get that momentary pleasure, but this is what's destroying relationships. They have sex, they get the momentary pleasure through the orgasm, but when they get up, they still feel empty. And then they start thinking like, why isn't this person fulfilling me? Why isn't this person satisfying me? You know what? Nobody can satisfy your lack of understanding your own purpose. No amount of sex.
Hey, that's heavy. All right. Nobody can satisfy your lack of understanding and your lack of understanding your purpose. Okay? Our ancestors failed us. Our ancestors failed us. We were supposed to be raising our children up in the Most High's laws, his statutes, and commandments. Okay? Give me the book of Psalms chapter 78, start at verse 3. We were supposed to be raising our children in this law. That was the instruction given to the Israelite, the so-called black man. Okay? I'm talking about Negroes. I ain't talking about no stinking Africans, man. Okay? Negroes who come over here via Atlantic slave trade. Talking about you. All right? Talking about Hispanics of Negroid descent and the Seminole Indian. We talking about you. Okay? You ain't doggone been raised right. Okay? Read that.
Come on, another one. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 78 and verse 3, and it reads, which we have heard and known, and our fathers have told us. We will not hide them from their children.
We would not what?
We will not hide them from their children.
The them is the law. Read.
Showing the generation to come the praises of the Lord.
Read on.
In his strength, in his wonderful works that he hath done.
Read.
For he established a testimony in Jacob.
He established a testimony in who?
In Jacob.
In Jacob. Those are the Israelites. He established a testimony in us. Read.
And appointed a law in Israel. Which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children.
That they should make the law known to their children. We're supposed to make the law known to our children, read.
That the generation to come might know them, even the children which should be born, who should arise and declare them to their children.
So it's supposed to be a continuous cycle. It's supposed to be a continuous cycle. That's what's supposed to be going on, man. Okay? Give me the book of Joshua chapter 1 and verse 8. This is what's supposed to be going on. Okay? Instead, sex is being used to fill the void of our wrongs. Okay? Our mishaps. Sex has become a god to some of us. All right? Read that. Joshua 1 and 8.
God, I don't want. Oh, yeah, Warrior.
It's the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein.
That's right.
Thou...
Salakia, King. All right. The scripture says this is the book of the commandments and the law. Okay. And it's supposed to endure forever. And we're supposed to meditate in these scriptures day and night. When we're in our homes, we're supposed to be speaking this thing. We're supposed to be living this thing. All right. Remember, we cannot achieve the kingdom and the glory of heaven until we exceed the righteousness of the Pharisees. You can't just talk the talk. You got to walk the walk. Okay? You got to put on that whole armor, man. All right? We're feeling a lot of void in this thing. Give me the book of Psalms chapter 18 and verse 1. All right? All that Lord, Lord. Okay? We're packing out the Christian church. Okay? You got your doggone speech down pat. Giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. All right? You don't know God. And you lie about your relationship with him. Okay? Read that. Psalms 18 and 1.
God, I don't want. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 18, verse 1, and it reads, I will love thee, O Lord, my strength. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer. My God, my strength, in whom I will trust.
Read.
My buckler and the horn of my salvation and my high tower.
Read.
God, I will call upon the Lord, who is worthy to be praised.
Who is worthy to be praised. All right, read that next part, because that's my first part, my favorite part of the verse. Read on.
God, not the one. So shall I be saved from mine enemies.
So I should be saved from who?
Mine enemies.
So I should be saved from my enemies. Okay? So I'm going to trust in the Lord with all my heart. All right? He is my shield and he is my buckler. He is my rock. All right? If I'm a righteous person in this truth, why do I need to be doggone trying to use sex to empower me? Why do I need to be trying to use sex to fulfill any voids? All right? And our sisters, why should you be trying to fill the voice that you have with sex, that emptiness that you have inside? Okay? That loneliness. All day long, I remember being in the doggone Christian church. All right? You never doggone will get a friend like Jesus. There ain't nothing like the name of Jesus. Okay? That's all you heard. Okay? I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me. But you got your damn legs wide open.
Come.
Okay? And you horn yourself out. for some cheap thrill. Yeah, and this goes on in the truth too. It's going on in the truth too. Okay, you will be surprised. Okay, about the folly and madness that goes on in the truth. I was talking to Adawan earlier, man. I was telling him, hey, the spirit is warned against the flesh, man. Okay, brothers have taken on certain personalities, man. Brothers have taken on certain personalities that revolve around the flesh. Give me the book of Galatians chapter 5 and 16. Okay, give me Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16. That's what's going on here.
Come on, other one. This is the book of Galatians chapter 5 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
This I say then, walk in the spirit, ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
The scripture says, walk in the spirit. If you're walking in the spirit and the comforter is dealing with you, out of your belly should flow rivers of living water. Okay? Your mind shouldn't be occupied with such folly. Look, we're human, okay? We're human. Sister C, a handsome brother, all right? Hey, curiosity will set in. But if you're dealing with the spirit, you know not to take yourself there. Same thing for brothers, okay? Brother C, an attractive sister, all right? You should be able to control your spirit. Hey, that's a nice looking sister, you know what I mean? But you know what? You know, I'm gonna see where her spirit at. Okay? Where her spirit is, not what's in between her legs. Read it again.
Another one. The Galatians chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
If you walk in the spirit, you will not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Read.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit.
It's a war going on. It's a war going on. And when you give in to your flesh, you crucify Christ afresh. Hey, I just spit a bar right there, y'all. Hey, yo, I just spit a bar right there. Hey, these two brothers right here, lyrically inclined, man. Don't steal that thing, man.
I'm a bard. I don't want.
Hey, that's crazy, man. All right. When you satisfy the lust of the flesh, you crucify Christ afresh, man. All right. We got a doggone. Hey, look, we got to get control of this thing. All right. We are out of control, and we're losing the war. We're losing the war. I'm seeing too many brothers fall victim to the flesh. Read on.
Another one. And the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary, the one to the other.
And these are contrary, one to the other. Okay? So, and we know, all right, that can two walk together unless they be agreed, right? You cannot deal with both those spirits. You're either dealing with the righteous spirit or you're dealing with the wicked spirit. Give me that. Give me lukewarm in Revelations, King. What's that? Revelations chapter 11. Give me that. Give me lukewarm. I'm sorry. Okay. Revelations 3. Revelations 3. Read that. Revelations 3 and 16.
Another one. It's the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 16. And it reads.
Start at 15.
Verse 15. And it reads, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would thou wert cold or hot.
To the Most High, rather you be cold or wicked or righteous. One of the two. Pick your master. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. That's the Most High in the name of his son, or Satan. Pick your master. That's what the Most High, that's what he wants you to do. Read.
So then thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot.
Uh-huh.
I will spew thee out of my mouth.
Hey, the Most High want that drink hot, okay, or ice cold. You don't like it lukewarm. You can't be dealing with the both. He'll spew you out of his mouth.
Oh.
All right? You're the most wicked of the wicked when you're lukewarm. Remember, our righteousness has to exceed the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees in order for us to get the kingdom. We walking too much like our forefathers, man. Okay? And when these Christians and when these non-believers see us on the street and they call us the Pharisees, in some cases they're right. It's a shame. It's a shame. We calling ourselves the men of the Lord, but we jacking up. I almost said something, man. We jacking up out here. Making the truth look bad. Making the camps look bad. They love to say that. Oh, them camps. Okay? We need to doggone get our doggone head in the right direction, man. Okay? And stay on the straight and narrow path. Con?
Can satisfy a lack of understanding of purpose. Dick don't replace destiny, no matter how you try to make it.
Hey, now look. You saw the doggone thumbnail. If you didn't see the thumbnail, get them children out of the room. There's going to be certain things that we play tonight and certain language that come across the screen. Okay, that's not appropriate for children. That's why I put parental guidance on the thumbnail. If you didn't see it and you just see, the broadcast happening right now, make sure that you get them children out of the room, put them babies to sleep, or separate them from this conversation. Con?
No matter how much sex you have, it's not going to replace or satisfy that urge to accomplish something great for God.
All right. So you can't substitute the Most High. And you can't substitute wisdom and guidance with sex. You can't do that. Okay? We're filling too many voids. Right? That's what this thing is becoming. And when we fill voids with sex, we end up doing the worst, man. We end up committing fornication. We end up committing adultery. All right? That's what we end up doing. We end up committing adultery. Now, look, what's adultery? All right? We were lied to in the Christian church. What's adultery? What we were taught in the Christian church is that if a man, a married man, lie down with any woman, if he's married and he lies down with any woman, that's adultery. Okay? That's what we were told. But that's not what the scriptures say. That's Catholicism. That's not what the scriptures say. Let's get an understanding of what adultery is. Let's get it from the scriptures. Let's get the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and let's start at verse 10. All right?
This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 20, and verse 10. And it reads, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, adulterer, like the adulterer and the adulteress, shall surely be put to death."
It says, he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, okay, with another man's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. That was the law, right? Okay. So adultery is a man that is a married man lying down with a married woman. That is adultery. Okay. If a man is married and he lies down with an unmarried woman, that brother just gained another wife. That's what just happened. It may not be righteous, okay, but that's not adultery. All right, I'm gonna leave it there. This class tonight is not about doggone. It's not about multiple wives. That's not what we're talking about. Okay, but the scripture, I want you to read that again. Read Leviticus 20 and 10. Let's make this clear.
Leviticus chapter 20 and verse 10, and it reads, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife,
with his neighbor's wife,
the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death."
All right, so if a man lays down with another man's wife, that is the definition of adultery from a man. Let's put some more stank on it. Give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29 and verse 23. Okay? Let's understand what's going on. Okay? Let's understand what's going on. Jeremiah, chapter 29 and verse 23.
God, I don't want. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 23. And it reads, because they have committed villainy, how you pronounce it? Violently in Israel. You're right. Go ahead. Thank you. Because they have committed villainy in Israel and have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives.
With what, King?
Their neighbors' wives.
With their neighbors' wives. It's specified again. Okay? Committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, read,
and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them. Even I know, and am a witness, said the Lord.
That's right. Okay. All right. So we got to understand that right there is what adultery is. All right. Adultery for a man would be laying with another man's wife. All right. All right. Now let's get the understanding of adultery for a woman. We're going to make this quick. Okay. Give me Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 32. Give me Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 32.
So like you go ahead, I don't want.
Hey, all praises the water to brother Tajah. All right, for your generous donation there, King. All right, all praise to the Most High. Need to come feast with us, King. All right, go ahead, read that in Ezekiel.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 32, and it reads, but as a wife committed adultery, which taketh strangers instead of her husband.
Which taketh what?
Taketh strangers instead of her husband.
Which taketh strangers instead of her husband. All right. So the woman is bound by her husband until he is dead. Okay. She cannot sleep with no other man. All right. She cannot sleep with no other man. Give me the book of 1 Corinthians. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse number 10. I think that's what I want. In verse number 10. All right. So we got a lot of casual sex going on. All right. Out here in Israel. Okay. A lot of our women are departing themselves from their husbands. Okay. And they're linking up with another man. Okay. You know, if that man be married, she's going off too. She just had that man commit adultery. All right. And if that man's not married, she made him commit adultery as well. And you got a lot of men out here, all right, that are messing around with married women. Okay. That would be adultery. Okay. Read that.
Another one. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 10, and it reads, and unto the married I command, yet not I, but the Lord. Let not the wife depart from her husband.
So Paul says, all right, the Lord makes this commandment. Let not the wife leave her husband. That's the commandment right there. Okay. The commandment is not the whole verse. The commandment is what Paul just spoke. Let not the wife depart from her husband. That is the commandment. Okay. But he's going to tell you, he's going to give you some rules if you decide to leave, because you never know what may be going on in that household. Sister may be dealing with an unrighteous brother. All right, brother may be putting his hands on her. Okay, brother may be bringing home damn STDs or whatnot. Okay, talking about the effects of casual sex in our community. Read on.
Con out of 1, verse 11. But and if she depart, let her remain unmarried.
But if she depart, let her what?
Remain unmarried.
Let her remain unmarried. Okay? So if she is to depart, right, she cannot sleep with no other man. Okay? Because once she sleeps with a man, she just formed a bond with that man and the Most High. All right? She just solidified a marriage. Okay? That's that bond. Con?
Con.
All right? So she is to remain unmarried. Read.
Con. Or be reconciled to her husband.
Or be reconciled to her husband. Those are the only two choices. All right? That the Most High gives our sisters. If they are a married woman, they're in a box. You're in the box. When you leave, you either are stayed or pushed away. You're pushed away to get your mind right. All right, so you can figure things out, or let him figure things out, whatever needs to happen. All right, we got different circumstances that happen, right?
Right.
Or be reconciled to your husband. No, you can't court other men. That's not a part of the equation. All right? Read the second to last verse in the chapter.
Con out of 1. The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 39. The wife is bound by the law as long as her husband liveth.
Uh-huh.
But if her husband be dead, she is at liberty to be married to whom she will.
The woman is bound by her husband until he is dead. Period. All right. That's thus saith the Lord. All right. I don't care about anybody else's wisdom, anybody else's guidance. That's thus saith the Lord. Con? Okay. And I want brothers and sisters, I'm gonna tell you something. We got some serious issues in Israel. That's the reason why I'm doing this class. All right. I need my brothers and sisters to be focused. All right. Don't entertain the folly, all right, of low level, all right, doggone idiots in the chat. Okay. Pay attention to the class. All right. Pay attention to the class. Con?
Con.
All right. That's what we got to understand. Okay. Give me the book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 32. Give me Proverbs 6 and 32. So that is adultery. All right. When we talk about our women, okay. All right. Our women cannot, if they are married, they cannot deal with any other man. Point blank, period. All right. The scriptures even tell us as men not to even sit down with another man's wife. Okay. You're not supposed to sit down and talk to her. You're not supposed to be trying to take this sister out for tea. All right. And lunch. That's wicked. You're going off. All right. Respect your brothers. We in the truth now. We're not trying to smash each other's wives. Okay. This is not an unrighteous thing. We're moving separate. We're moving holy. Okay. We're moving separate from the world. We're different. We're not moving like niggas. Okay. We're moving like men of the Lord. Okay. We different from them. We different from them in the Christian church too. All right. That's right. Bring that out. Sirach 99. Bring that out. The brother just posted that. Asha Allah. Hey, bring that out real quick. Sirach 99. Bring it out.
Another one. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 9 and verse 9.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine.
It said, don't sit down with her. Don't you be trying to console that sister because she doggone crying. Okay? That ain't your place. And don't be trying to spend no money on her, man. That's wicked. All right? You're trying to show the other brother up, man. Okay? That's not your place, man. The scriptures say, don't sit down with another man's wife, man. You got brothers in this truth that do that thing. I have seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it. Okay. I've also seen judgment being put down on brothers too. All right. I'm not rejoicing at that thing. I'm just being honest with you, brothers and sisters. I've seen it. Okay. Don't let that be you. Read that scripture again. Brothers need to hear that.
This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus chapter 9 and verse 9. Sit not at all with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms, and spend not thy money with her at the wine. That's
right. Okay. So leave these brothers' wives alone. I don't care how much you hate this brother. Okay. I don't care if you feel like this brother, did you wrong. Don't sit down with his wife. Okay. That's not your place. All right. Okay. We need the doggone be better than that. Con? Who hold 6?
I got it out of one.
Before we move on to this next video. Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 32. And it reads, but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
See, he that committeth adultery with the woman, he lacks understanding. He don't know what he's getting himself into. He can't, because he can't fear the Most High. All right. If he lays down with the woman that committed adultery, guess what he just made that woman do? He made her commit adultery as well. Okay. If you understand where I'm coming from, he made her commit adultery as well. And a lot of our sisters are ignorant to that thing. The sister may not be married, but she just laid down with a married man. Okay. So what did that man just do? He offended a little one. Give me the classic, Matthew 18 and 6. Give me Matthew 18 and 6. We got it. That's right there, Sister Ashley Stubbs. It's wicked to be wicked. Okay? It's wicked to be wicked. He's causing the woman to commit adultery. And because of her ignorance, and when I say her ignorance, I'm just saying the lack of knowing, okay? Ignorant means you just don't know. I'm not saying ignorant like we say in the hood, okay? Her lack of knowing, her not knowing, you're offending a little one at this point. Get Matthew 18 and 6. Read that.
God out of one. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 18, verse 6. But whoso shall offend one of these little ones, which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck.
It is better that a millstone be hung about your neck. Read on.
And that he were drowned in the depth of the sea.
And that you be drowned in the depth of the sea. Because you offended a little one that didn't know no better. You made that person commit sin. Okay? And what did the Most High say, all right, through his son, right, about what he has joined together? Okay? Give me that in Mark 10 and 9. Give me Mark 10 and 9 real quick.
Another one. This is the book of Mark, chapter 10 and verse 9. And it reads, what therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder.
What the Most High have joined together, let no man put asunder. Okay? So it's the brothers that's going to sit down with another man's wife, and then you cause that sister to transgress the law. All right? You just cause what the Most High put together to be put asunder. That's not his intention. So you're working contrary to the law. Okay? Can I be heard? Can I be heard clearly at least? Because I see that it's kind of I'm kind of broken. Can I be heard at least, family? All praises to the Most High. All right, I want the chat to answer because it may be clear for us, Yakum. on this end, but I want to know if the chat can hear me. Give me a 7. Okay, I got a soldier. Abaya says that they can hear us. All praises to the Most High. All right. So we got to understand that, man. All right. There's a lot of ignorance in our nation, man. Okay, a lot of ignorance in our nation. All right. Number one, because we got a lot of stiff-necked folk that don't want to come into this truth. They're comfortable in their sin. All right, they're comfortable in their sin, and they're full of excuses. Okay, and then you got brothers and sisters that are in the truth that are not studying enough and not putting their all in this thing. Therefore, they become void of knowledge. Okay, read Hosea 4:6 before we get this next video. Give me Hosea 4:6.
Found out one is the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6, and it reads, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee."
Because you have rejected knowledge, the Most High will reject you. All right? We don't want to be in that situation. Okay? We want to be joint heirs with the Hamashiach Yahushua. All right? We don't want our service to be in vain. Okay? Everything we're doing, we don't want that to be in vain. So we got to stop filling voids. Stop filling your void with unnecessary things such as sex. Right? And lean on Yahweh B'Ashem Yahushua. Right? Lean on the scriptures. All right? Lean on the scriptures for your wisdom and guidance. God? Hey, I want you to hear this next conversation. All right, there is some wisdom there. All right, but a lot of ignorance too. Let's tap into the mindset of our people. All right, these are people who are obviously not in the truth. Okay, they kind of speak like modern-day Christians. I know the sister. The sister is a actress. I've seen her in movies and sitcoms throughout the years when I was coming up. I think her name is Essence. All right. But hey, let's listen to this conversation as it pertains to casual sex. Okay. All right. And let's see what our people got to say, and let's decipher this thing. All right.
My life that I told God,
I ain't gonna be
listen, Lord.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be
you know, you made me. I'm not a virgin. There's no reason I should pretend to be a virgin. I really like sex. I'm just gonna live in your grace. And
all right, so hey, the first thing that comes out of her mouth, she's being true to herself. All right, she realized she has whorish ways. Okay, hey, I'm gonna come to you straight up there, Father. Hey, I like to have a lot of sex. Okay, but she's trying to say this is the way that the Most High created her. All right, this is what she's trying to say. See, we're born in sin, right? That doesn't mean that we're born with sin. All right, we're born in sin, right? But that doesn't mean, right, that we're born with sin. Con? Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 29. All right. Give me Ecclesiastes 7 and 29.
Another one. I'm there. One. This is the book of Ecclesiastes. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, and verse 29. Lo, this only have I found. Spocky, can you hear me out of one?
Yeah, Con, we hear you, Ken. You kind of broken, but go ahead.
Oh, this only have I found, that God hath made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions.
God has made man and woman upright, but we have sought out many inventions. He made us upright. All right? That's what we got to understand. We're not born with that sin. We're born, all right, in a sinful world. All right? That's what's going on, Con.
listen, and the thing is that I did, and over time, I'm just so I'm so grateful for God's patience.
Yes, he's a
because
gentleman.
he was so patient with me in allowing me to suffer the consequences
Yes,
of that mentality.
of your choices.
But also, like, just the patience of, like, exposure and time and letting me just figure out what was happening and why I was injuring myself. Because honestly, the last time I had sex, it's not that it was a bad experience. It's not that it, like, from an ego standpoint, I will say.
And the sister's going back and forth. She's lukewarm, man. Okay? She said that she understands that God made her suffer consequences by having casual sex. Right? Now she's going to justify her last sex partner.
This on paper, I was like, this is a great thing. On paper, this is awesome. This person is hot.
Yeah.
They have a great body. They're super successful. Like, there were a lot of bragging rights in, like, you know, in that grace. And
y'all know the criteria she's speaking of. Y'all know the list. The list. Okay? Brother got to be at least 6'2". Got to make 6 figures. All right, got to doggone have a great physique, got to drive a particular car, and be super successful. All right, that's why she says she got bragging rights on the. I hope he was a brother. Okay, bragging rights on the dude. Right, that's that list. Okay, and she feels complete with that. A lot of our sisters got that thing going on. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you something, there, princess. I'm gonna tell you something. You with these lists, okay, and you jumping in and out of every Tom, Dick, and Harry's bed, okay, and you're doggone you're bypassing everybody that's not on that list. The right brother may have doggone slipped right through your fingers. Okay, because I'm going to ask y'all a question, especially when you start looking at things. The list. Let's talk about the list. 6'2". How do we measure one's spirit? How do you measure the spirit of a man? I'm waiting because I want an educated answer in the chat. How do you measure the spirit of a man? There is no answer. All right. So all those brothers that was doggone 6'1" and below, okay, brother probably got a beautiful spirit, meditating the scriptures day and night. Okay, and guess what? He may fit some of those other criteria that you have on your list. Brother might have a decent job. Okay, brother doggone, you know what I'm saying? He may be doing right, but you just let the right brother slip past because he wasn't the right height. Brother might not be making 6 figures. Brother might be doing all right for himself, though. Very hard worker. Takes care of business, man. Willing to take on your kids. Willing to take on your kids. How many brothers willing to do that? Not many. But you letting that thing bypass because that brother don't make enough money, in your opinion. I still don't see no answers of how you can measure a brother's spirit, man. And height. We going off, man. Okay? We going off. All right? Your list is tainted, princess. You need to be looking for somebody to lead you to the kingdom. All right? That needs to be the first criteria. They say God-fearing. Because that nigga go to church on Sunday don't make him God-fearing. Because he got a Bible stuck in that slot on the backside of your, what you call that slot on the backside of your seat? They got that little pocket back there. What they call that, y'all? Okay? I don't know either, King. That's what I'm asking you. But because he got a Bible in his car, that don't make that nigga righteous. You're looking at the wrong criteria, man. Right? We need to be observing the brother's spirit, how this brother walks. Okay? Court him for a while. See if he treats you right. Okay? Look at his family, man. Right? And his upbringing. Measure all those things out. Okay? You got to test him a little bit. All right? See how mad he get. Okay? You know what I mean? If things seem a certain way. But just jumping in the doggone bed with the brother because the brother got a 6-pack and he's 6'2". Okay? He on everybody's list. So guess what the brother doing? Hey, he checked the block on your list, move on to the next sister with the same list. Check that block, move on to the next sister with the same list. All right? While that hard-working brother that's doggone 5'11", okay, doing the work of the Most High Power, all right, got enough money to support you and your family, okay, it's just wasted away. This is off, man.
Listen, and the thing is that I did, and over time, I'm so grateful for God's patience.
Yes, he's a
because
gentleman.
he was so patient with me in allowing me to suffer the consequences
Yes,
of that mentality.
of them choices.
But also, like, just the patience of like exposure and time.
Hey, the sister said, sex is the new handshake. Damn.
I agree.
See no lies, I don't want.
Have we gotten that doggone bad, man? Sex is the new handshake. All right, it's pretty much what up, though. All right, and you already in the sheets.
Salakia.
Go ahead, kid.
Got a precept.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, in verse 22, and it reads, "How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity?" To verify what the sister was saying, they got this little game show where you it's like 20v1 where they pop a balloon and stuff, and some of the episodes, the guy just comes straight off and asks the female, do they do certain sexual acts?
Wow. Okay. Straight up, just and I bet some of them balloons was unpopped when he asked that question too, wasn't it? This wicked, man. All right. People at our age still showing up sex for that's right. That's right, Princess. That's a shame. Okay, that's a shame.
And letting me just figure out what was happening and why I was injuring myself. Because honestly, the last time I had sex, it's not that it was a bad experience. It's not that, like, from an ego standpoint, I will say this. On paper, I was like, this is a great thing. On paper, this is awesome. This person is hot.
Yeah.
They have a great body. They're super successful. Like, there were a lot of bragging rights in, like, you know, in that. But at the end of it, I was like, oh, but this feels really awful. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, there's no commitment here. There's no promise here. This person has not chosen to keep me, to cover me, to pray with me, to be there in sickness and in health, for richer, for poorer, for better, for worse.
There it is. All right. Sex without commitment. Okay. And the sister Kennedy, Sanai says, duh. Okay. You're absolutely right.
Salakia, I don't want.
Hey, go ahead there, Yazbek.
Those are the things she could have found out before she laid with the man.
Right. That's right.
Salakia.
Go ahead, King.
God. I was just thinking to myself, why would he commit with you if he know soon as he go to your house he can lay with you? Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? Being he a man of the world, you know, that's just off.
That's right. Why would he? being that he's a man from the world. Now, hey, I'm gonna come back to this video, okay? But I wanna get into the discussion that we're on, okay? All right, so check this out real quick. I'm gonna come back to this video, but the discussion that we're talking about right now, I gotta bring on another clip, okay?
Can at any point decide that you don't want to have sex with nobody. You can decide if I want to go years, because I could have been at a point in my life. Hold on. I could have been at a point in my life. Let him have it, sis. I was out here doing whoever, whenever, because maybe I ain't had no guidance, maybe I ain't had no direction. Maybe if you're a virgin and you go into the.
All right, so look, the sister is saying that she can have sex with whoever she want to have sex with. Okay, and if she want to be celibate, she can be celibate. That's what she's saying. Okay, the sister, she's trying to validate the point that she's been celibate for a while. Okay, now this sister has a different understanding. Okay, I want you to listen, because both these sisters are making good points.
At any point decide that you don't want to have sex with nobody. You can decide if I want to go years, because I could have been at a point in my life. Hold on. I could have been at a point in my life. Let me have it. I was out here doing whoever, whenever, because maybe I ain't had no guidance, maybe I ain't had no direction. Maybe
if you're a virgin and you go into the dating world and say, I'm not giving my cookie up until I find my husband, that's one thing. But you cannot have offsprings and go into the dating world and tell a man taking you on dates, you want him to get your nails done, you want him to give you money, you want him to pay your rent.
We're going to church here today.
That's what Yatham was saying. Okay? What do she expect from a brother from the world? Okay, you doggone dealing with brothers, okay, who they know your business. Okay, you're dealing with mature brothers that know your business. They know that you got 2-3 kids. That means you ain't no virgin. You done laid down with multiple brothers. All right, ain't no telling what your body count is. But you trying to be celibate? Okay, brothers in the world don't think like that. Okay. Who you fooling? Number one, he think you lying, number one. Who you fooling, right? But the sister, she's actually right. The other sister that was speaking. See, if she comes into this truth and she repents, she becomes a new creature.
God.
Okay? That sister need to repent, all right? She need to doggone purify herself. Okay? It's going to be impossible to become an actual virgin again, okay? But she can purify herself, you know? Clean yourself up, you know, with all kinds of doggone myrrh and oils, okay? All right? But cleanse your spirit most importantly, all right? That right there is what sisters need to be doing, all right? But doggone falling into this understanding of, hey, look, hey, I'm a hoe. I might as well just continue to be a hoe until I find the doggone right one. That's off. Okay, that's off. But our sisters that's in the world, that's their mentality. You hear the sister right here. All right, she's like, ain't no brother going for that. She's right. Ain't too many brothers going for that. Okay, right? If brothers ain't got that thing on the third date, more than likely, hey, you ain't gonna hear from that brother no more. Hey, she playing around. All right. I done spent doggone, X amount of dollars, man. She still ain't gave that thing up. Hey, I'm out. All right. That's their mentality, man.
Salakia.
Go ahead, King.
Bro, mess around with Jake these days. Be lucky if you make it to date number 2.
Talk about it.
You get to the third day, you still ain't, gave the thing up, man. Look, you lucky. Day number 2, you out of there.
That's right. Okay, hey, it's wicked out here, man. All right, it's wicked out here in this perverse world, man. All right, you're trying to doggone, walk righteous, and say you're gonna be celibate and save yourself, for the right man. But the thing is the brothers that you're talking to don't have that mentality. It's truth, but understand that they gotta prove you first, and you should be doing the same thing. That's one thing I don't understand about these sisters, man. If these sisters really knew what the Hebrew Israelites was about, you would think they would be doggone stopping. Okay, when we say, hey, you know what your nationality is, that sister? Hey, you know what we talking about over here, that sister? You would think they would be stopping so that they can get a righteous man. But it ain't that time yet, Akim. Okay? It's not that time yet. But there's going to come a time, thus saith the Lord, through the mouth of Isaiah, where the Israelite man is going to be more precious, all right, than silver and gold. Okay? You're going to be more precious than rubies. Con? All right? There's going to come a time. They'll realize that. All right? But it might be too late. It might be too late. You want a brother that's going to show you how to get the kingdom, that's going to treat you, with righteousness. All right? A brother that's going to tell you the truth. Okay? A brother that's going to live by the Bible. You need an Israelite man. You would think the sisters would be doggone stopping. We should have a flock of sisters in front of us when we teach. But instead, they're in the Christian church with their damn legs open, man. Okay? Trying to entice that devil. All right? But y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Bring your precept out.
Con, this is Ecclesiastes, Sirach, chapter 26 and verse 14. A silent and loving woman is a gift of the Lord.
Right.
And there is nothing so much worth as a mind well instructed.
That's right.
So these women are just running their mouths. They should be instructed how to conduct their lives, but they're here and there double-minded and stuff.
And they're right. And these sisters right here, if you look at them in the face, they look like they may be in their late 30s, early 40s. Okay, I give them late 30s, maybe early 40s. I may be being a little generous. They may be in their early 40s, okay, or later. All right, these women right here should be dealing with that Titus 2. They should be dealing in that Titus 2 spirit, Con. Okay. All right, the aged woman likewise, right? She should be teaching younger women, how to handle their husbands. How not to be drunk up in the club. All right, but they worse. They because they've been drinking so long, they think they doing something in the club. They got that little beer belly on them, okay, and got her to have a damn halter top on, okay. Come on, man, y'all know what I'm talking about, man. Okay. Get that in Titus 2. Start at verse 3. That's right there, Kanai. Start at verse 3.
It's the book of Titus, chapter 2, and verse 3, and it reads, "The aged woman likewise that be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given to much."
All right, look like we lost the brother, okay? All right, so the sister should be given to holiness, okay? She should have a separate and set apart spirit, and she shouldn't be a drunkard given to wine, right? She shouldn't be given to wine, and she should be teaching the younger women instructing them how to deal with their husbands in a righteous fashion. Con,
another one.
All right. Let's finish listening to what the sister has to say.
Celibate. That does not make sense.
Right.
You were supposed to tell that to your baby daddy. It does not work like that.
Now, the sister is right when she say that. You were supposed to say that to your baby daddy. Okay? It kills me, man, especially when you get these clowns, man. You got some clown, thinking that we pressed for his $100. Okay, coming on the platform talking about prove sex is marriage. Okay, that's the thing. That's the thing. When the scriptures tell you that a man, when he is joined with a woman, they become one flesh. Okay, when he is joined with a woman, when the scriptures say joined with the woman, that means they have come together and they have consummated the marriage. Okay, they have consummated the marriage. That consummation should not be happening until they are one-minded. Okay, they courted for a while. All right, if the sister's father is alive, all right, the brother is talking to the father. All right, trying to gain access to the daughter. Father not around, try to get the closest brother, okay, elder that she's dealing with, all right, in that family, right? Okay, get that consent. All right, and then you you court the sister. You try to get those doggone red flags out of the way early. Okay, you court her, you prove her, Con. All right.
Yeah.
And the sister is doing the same thing. She doesn't have to stay in that thing. She's not bound to that man until she lays with him. But once you consummate that marriage, once you lay down, okay, whether there be a ceremony or not, you're committed. You are committed. All right. And this is where the sin continues to come in at, because a lot of brothers and a lot of sisters cannot consent to that understanding. Okay? Coming on our platform, spewing that madness, that sex is not marriage. You're causing our people to go off. All right? A lot of our women are stuck with that mindset because they want to continue to have casual sex. I'm going to say that again. It ain't just because, all right, the sister don't want to be bound by the brother. You got some sisters out here that just want to have casual sex. So they run off to these congregations that teach sex ain't marriage. And guess what? They end up getting a couple bodies in the truth. But when you understand that you're bound by the man that you laid with, now it's a full-on commitment. It's a full-on commitment. All right? Well, I don't know why. Hold on for a minute. I'm losing something.
It's lucky out of one.
Go ahead, Kay.
It wasn't that long ago that a woman needed a chaperone, and that's a word that's nobody knows the meaning of that word anymore.
Talk to us about
you used to have a person go around with it if in a dating setting. You have to have somebody with the man and that woman,
right,
so they don't get busy, and that's gone. And it wasn't that long ago. I'm thinking that was back in my day. That was, I'm an old man, but it was around when I was a young man.
God.
And I saw it leave in my time, and nobody goes by that anymore.
Nobody goes by it no more. Okay, very loose. All right, we're very loose, especially with our daughters. The scriptures instruct us to keep a close eye on our daughters. Hey, give me that in the book of Sirach. Give me that in Sirach, chapter 26. Give me Sirach chapter 26. But I want one brother to give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 6 real quick. Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 6. All right, I'm going to tackle this with one verse. All right, this verse right here convinced me that sex is marriage, okay? All right, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 16.
So, like, Adawan, you want Sirach first?
No, give me 1 Corinthians first, and then we'll go there to Sirach.
Another one. This is the book of first. This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 16, and it reads, "What? Know ye not? Know ye not that he which is joined to an harlot is one body?"
So it says that he that is joined to a harlot is a whore, it's a prostitute. They become one body. They become one flesh. Read it again.
Another one. What? Know ye not that he which is joined unto, so like you're joined to a harlot, is one body?
All right. He that is joined to a harlot, has sex with an harlot, is one body. Now look, I want to ask a question. When a man is laying down with a prostitute, is her father present to give her? Does he ask for that sister? Does he ask for that sister's father, okay, permission before he lays with her?
I don't want.
But the scripture says they become one flesh. Is there a ceremony that takes place before they have sex, or is it? Sometimes I guess it's an exchange of money first, right, and then lay down, right? Or is it sex and then the exchange, right? And the scripture says that they're one flesh. Read.
Another one. For two, said he, shall be one flesh.
For two shall be one flesh. Read.
But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit.
But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Okay? So when we join ourselves together in sex, right? We've just doggone committed the act of marriage. Okay? Even if I lay down with a prostitute, that's my wife until she lays down with another man. That's jacked up, man. You may be married to the woman for doggone 7-8 minutes. That's doggone playing upon tables. You lay down with a harlot, you are one flesh with her.
And she's got 1,000 husbands.
She got 1,000 husbands. All right, bring that out. What you got there, King? Somebody says a lot.
Another one. I just want to limit back on the point that you're making. Brothers in the truth, we also need to, if you not all the way in, but you walking this walk, you got to be careful when you're dealing with women also. And I got a precept for that. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, 2, and it reads, "Wine and women will make men of understanding to fall away, and he that cleaveth to harlots will become imputed." So that woman, if you dealing with them harlots like that, man, you gonna fall away from the truth because you not keeping the law. You gonna eventually fall away from it, and you're gonna be you're gonna be too busy worried about dealing with harlots, dealing with prostitutes. You ain't even worried about what's important no more.
Right.
So brothers need to, just be careful when you walking in this truth. Just be careful how you dealing with these women. How you?
That's right. You got to be circumspect. Hey, the brother soldier Jerry said, read on down to verse 19. We're gonna give that brother that respect, okay? Hey, this is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, and verse 16, and it reads, "What know ye not, that he which is joined to an harlot is one body? For two, saith he, shall be one flesh. But he that is joined unto the Lord is one spirit. Flee fornication." The scripture says, flee fornication. All right? The scriptures is telling you to flee. All right? Having sex without commitment. Okay? Flee fornication. All right? And also we got to understand that any sin that you commit is fornication, because you're fornicating against your husband, and your husband is the Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. That is our husband to be. So any sin that we commit is considered fornication. But what we're talking about right now is sex. So flee fornication. All right. So if you're trying to have casual sex without commitment, all right, some brothers slip up. Okay. Brothers and sisters end up putting themselves in a situation that they don't need to be in. You only been courting for a week. Why you over at that sister's house? Why that sister over at your house? Okay. We put ourselves in jacked up situations. Okay. And what's going to happen? You're going to fall to your flesh. Every sin that a man doeth is without the body. But he that committeth fornication sinneth against his own body. Okay? So when you sin, all right, or if you commit adultery, you're sinning against your own body. Why? Because the wages of sin is death. The wages of sin is death. You got to be circumspect in the decisions that you make, just like Yatham was just saying, Okay? What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Spirit, which is in you, which you have of God, and ye are not your own. That's what we got to understand, man. These bodies are rentals. They don't belong to us, man. They don't belong to us. Okay? Your body is supposed to be the temple where the Holy Spirit can dwell. That's what it's supposed to be. And you have to keep this thing clean. If you keep it filthy, it's going to be overrun with demons, I should say. It's going to be overrun with demons. And you're going to be like a city without walls. You're not going to be able to control that thing. Okay?
So, lock the other one.
Go ahead, King.
And I got a precept to back up what you were saying about sin. The wages of sin is death, and how if we fall into that lust, that death is going to come behind it. This is the book of James, chapter 1 and verse 14. It says, "But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Then when lust hath conceived, it bringeth forth sin. And sin, when it is finished, bringeth forth death." So that's an exact scripture that's hitting the point on what you were just saying, other one. Now you.
That's right, brother. Okay. And we gotta hold it together, especially if you're in this truth. Okay, especially if you're in this truth. Hey, look, a just man falleth 7 times. It happens. Okay, just because I was just talking to Adawan about this, man. We deal with a lot of counsel. Okay, and we're human. We're human. Brothers is human. All right. And I was telling Adawan, I said, Satan is at us, man. He's at us. Okay, because we are the precious gems of the Most High power. Okay, we're who the Most High wants, not the wicked brother that's in the world. Okay, he wants us. You understand what I'm saying? So he's going to try that much harder. He's going to exalt his efforts to make us go off. Okay, and a lot of brothers fall to the flesh. Right?
Oh.
I was trying to get the scripture in Revelations. I'm getting it right now. All right, before we move on. And give me that in Revelation chapter 12. 12 and 17. Revelations 12 and 17.
Another one. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12 and verse 17. And it reads, "And the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God."
See, the dragon is wroth, meaning he's mad with those who keep the commandments of the Most High power. That ain't you, Christian. So-called Christians in the Christian church, because you said the law is too hard to keep. You automatically eliminate yourself. So, you know what I mean? You out here, hey, I'm on the battlefield for Jesus. No, you ain't. The dragon is wroth. Read the scripture again.
Come on, one. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 17. And the dragon was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of God.
Which keep what?
Keep the commandments of God.
Which keep the commandments of God. Give me that in 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3. All right, what the sister say? And ain't nothing hard about it. You're right. You're right, princess. You're right. But a lot of sisters, a lot of brothers is quick to say that the commandments are too hard to keep. And the only reason why they're saying that, listen to me, the only reason why they're saying that is because pastor taught them that. And Big Mama taught them that.
Come on.
They learned that thing in Sunday school. They're regurgitating what they've heard. They're not thinking logically. They are not thinking logically. The commandments are too hard to keep. Hey, brother. Hey, do you kill people? Do you murder people? No. Do you steal from people? No. Do you hate your brother in your heart? No. Do you commit adultery? No. Guess what, there, brother? Guess what, sister? You're keeping some commandments unaware. Now, you may be eating on pork. You may be eating on shrimp, crab, and lobster. All right? You may not know how to purify yourself if you get a certain, if you got fluid coming out your skin, if you touch a dead body. We got to educate you on those things. Okay? Sisters got to learn, you know what I mean, what to do when they come on their menstrual cycles. We got to educate you on that, and you got to read the scriptures. But the Most High winketh at your sin, according to the book of Acts chapter 17 and verse 30, when you don't know no better. Khan? Read that. And we're going to move on because we're getting off topic.
This is the book of 1 John chapter 5, verse 3. For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments.
The love of God is to keep the commandments.
And his commandments are not grievous.
And his commandments are not grievous. They are not hard. The commandments are not hard. All we got to do is do them. But there's a doctrine, and I'm putting emphasis on doctrine. There's a doctrine going on throughout our communities that's telling us that we can't keep the law because it's too hard. But you can do all things through Christ that strengthen you. How in the hell does that make sense? If you can't keep the law, you're a hypocrite. The moment you open up your mouth and you doggone recite that scripture, you're a hypocrite. If you say you can't keep the law, God.
I want you to pay my bills, take care of me for the rest of my life, and in return, I will give you a child. I fucked that up too. I got a baby dad. But when I came back into the dating world, I was realistic. I was very realistic. I'm not telling no man get my nails and hair done, but I'm not giving you no coochie.
Hey, I mean, the sister's going off. She says she's not going to close her legs up. And I hope, hey, you brothers and sisters got the babies out of, you know, the area where you're watching this, okay? I put parental advisory on the thumbnail, all right? And if you're just coming in, hey, I would advise you to keep the children, you know, out, because we do have like another clip or two that's not going to be appropriate for their eyes nor ears. Con? Can y'all hear me?
Con out of one.
All right, Most High. All right. So we got to be, hey, look, we got to get our act together, okay? And I'm going to tell you something. For brothers who are in this truth, give me the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 14. All right? Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 14. For brothers in this truth, before we move on, okay? We're going to bring the clip back up with the sister Essence and move on, okay? Read that. You brothers,
this is the book
that are in this truth and you're going off. Read that.
Come on, one. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 23 and verse 14. I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem a horrible thing, They commit adultery and walk in lies.
Read it again.
I have seen also in the prophets of Jerusalem a horrible thing. They commit adultery and walk in lies.
Read.
They strengthen also the hands of evildoers, that none doeth return from his wickedness.
They strengthen the hands of evildoers. They're adding to their wickedness. What the sister say earlier? It's wicked to be wicked. You're adding more fuel to the fire because you're not shining your light. You're dimming others' light. You're bringing in that shade. Okay? We need our lights to shine, man. Okay? We can't be up here. Hey, look, you got to keep the law. Do it. All right? Don't just talk the talk. Walk that walk too. Okay? Because you ain't going to get through them gates. I don't care what tribe you in. The mighty tribe of Judah, I don't care. If you are not keeping the Most High's laws, statutes, and commandments, and having faith in Christ. I said keeping, not saying. Con?
No.
All right. All praises to the Most High. All right, let's start going. Let's let the sister finish it out, and we got to talk about something else.
Which means they haven't declared it, which means for me to count on it or look for it is just an assumption, and it's an assertion that they didn't ask for because they never promised that. And so now I'm driving myself crazy, but now I'm angry at them. That's what's happening.
Do you know somebody's getting set free right now?
I hope so.
Let me tell you something. When I say somebody is being set free, listening, when I say that is so.
That's why I say they got to be modern day Christians, man. Talking about set free. Nigga, you got to endure to the end. What you talking about?
Promise that. And so now I'm driving myself crazy. But
I had that exact conversation with a friend on the way picking you up from the airport. The exact same conversation. And I was like, do you not realize that? When I say, let me tell you something, Essence. As you know, in December of last year, I took a vow of actually valuing myself on a different level. Didn't even realize men are never taught to value your body. Like, we're not taught that, and so, and I hope that not only you pour into your son about the value of his body, but a man, his father says, listen, you're valuable, wait. Because we're not told that at all. No. Women are told that, little girls are told that, but boys aren't. And so you have this juxtaposition of a guy that says go smash whoever you want to smash, right, and a girl saying I got to be chaste and I got to wait, and then you have this battle. Right. And the unfortunate thing about it is that I went through life not even realizing the value of my body, so frivolously gave.
Hey, the brother, he's speaking a little bit of truth there. Okay, that's true. Okay, as boys and as men, we're kind of taught to chase the cat. All right. We're kind of taught, especially if you grew up, without your father in the household, if you were somewhat raised in the streets, okay, you're taught to chase the cat. That's what you're taught. Okay. Now I know when you got a father in the household or you got some sort of role model, okay, you are taught to value women, this, that, and the third. But a lot of times you're also taught, hey son, you're starting to get up in that age. All right. I know before I came into this truth, I raised a grown man, put him through college. Okay. And I know what I told him. I told him something wicked. Hey, I know you doggone, you're feeling yourself, you're smelling yourself. Wrap that thing up, son. Okay. Told him some wicked stuff, man. Hey, don't be out. Keep your mind on your books. Keep your mind on your books. You don't got no doggone girlfriend. They're your friends. I was encouraging casual sex. That's what I was doing. Me telling him to wrap that thing up. Condoms break, man. Condoms break. And you got some wicked sisters out here. If you simple enough to use her condom, some of these sisters will poke holes in them. At least they were doing that back in the day when I was coming up. I don't know if they're doing that thing now, man. I'm kind of old school. Okay. How many sisters would take a pen, man? Okay, and they would poke holes in that condom. And some of them were so simple. All right, make sure them kids is out of the room. It's when you relieve yourself. If you was that brother, okay, that relieve himself, all right, you let it go and you was on the road, she wants you to be out of there. She gonna take that turkey baster, all right, and get what she can get out of that condom, okay, and throw it up in her.
God.
It
Salaki,
literally, I'm spitting facts. Am I lying? Talking to the old school right now. Am I lying? Okay. It's you know what I mean? So I was encouraging that wickedness. I know I was, you know, I had to repent. And I won't do that. The Most High blessed me, you know, to raise another son in this thing. If he blessed me to raise another son in this thing, you know, I'm gonna make sure I raise him up right. By Hashem Mashiach Yahushua. He blessed me with another daughter, you know, she's a baby. She's very small, you know. She's learning to understand. Trying to teach her the right way, you know. I'm gonna teach that sister how to value her husband from the jump. She's gonna learn the order, okay? She's gonna learn the order. Value your husband, okay, from the jump. And you show respect to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay? All right? But that's how we got to do. We off, man. Sitting around doggone. Yeah, I remember when I turned 19, I'm at the strip club with my uncles. Okay? Because we couldn't do that. We couldn't do that in the city. In the city, you had to be 21. We'd go across to Canada. Okay, all you had to be was 19 to get in the strip club. You know, I live in Detroit. You go over to Windsor, Ontario, all right, right through that tunnel under the water. You over there, you know, in minutes. Okay, wicked. 19-year-old, man, I ain't grown yet. Okay, ruined.
Slack,
Go ahead.
Yeah, there was a time, it's probably still going on, men were encouraged to get vasectomies, and they didn't understand that once you do that, you can't go back. It's a hard procedure. And also the women were getting tubal ligation, and they were just, it's now when they got a certain age, then they were like, well, I can't have a kid because I'm internally fixed. Then the thought process wasn't there. But it was older people that was telling us that, you know, why bring a child into this wicked world? And then it was wicked telling them the wickedness. So it was wicked being wicked back then, you know. That's still going on.
Hey, that's right. Okay, it's still going on, but it's going on. You know, it's worse now, man. Okay. Just like the sister said earlier, she said casual sex is like a handshake. She said sex is like a handshake now. Okay, it's so normal, right? It is so normal. These jokers smoking a lot of weed, you know. A lot of times that weed can you know get your hormones raging, you know, and all of a sudden, you know, you're having sex. You know, you start sipping on that doggone Casamigos and Don Julio. Hey, it's going down. Okay. Y'all know how it was in the world, man. Okay, but it's on another level today. It's on another level. Okay. Wickedness is racing in this earth, man. And we gotta understand we're in Satan's backyard. We're on his turf. All right. We gotta remember the white man is Yahweh's sword. He's going to persecute us, right? But Satan is orchestrating his wicked devices all over the place. So we got to deal with all manners of foul, man. All manners of foul. And it's all constructed so that you can go off Jake and so that you can go off Eve. That's what this thing is all about. Okay. All right. We're talking about the fact that sex is a handshake, right? Okay. What about sex on the first date? All right. Let's listen to this conversation right here. All right. Sex on the first date by this brother. All right. And this young sister. All right. Let's kind of dive into this.
Is that a yes or no? Or does it matter?
Sex on the first date?
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Okay.
Anything can happen.
Now, does that determine for you whether or not there's relationship potential there or not?
Now she kind of jumped right to the question. Now what the brother is saying, okay, he's trying to be slick. Okay. Hey, when she said, hey, do you have sex on the first date? All right, what the brother is saying that, hey, the ball in her court. Okay, if she down, I'm gonna lay down with her. Okay, if she not down, I may give her 2 more dates. Okay, she better give it up, because if she don't, I'm out. I don't keep spending my money. Right? So he's saying the ball is in her court. All right. Now she goes on to ask if that determines whether or not there's potential for a relationship if they have sex on the first date. I'm around it just a tad. All right.
Anything can happen.
Now, does that determine for you whether or not there's relationship potential there or not?
That's a great question.
Why, thank you.
That's a great question, because that could actually kind of ruin the potential. But because, depending on how it is,
how the sex is, or the fact that she decided to have sex with you?
No, not how. No, listen, I don't judge anybody. Listen,
Okay.
You're a grown woman. I'm a grown man. We grown ups. You know what I'm saying? We do what grown ups do.
Right.
I'm just saying, like,
wicked. I know, because I used to say that, man. Okay, we grown. All right, we do what grown folks do. All right, meaning why you acting like a little girl? You acting shy. Wicked. What the brother's saying is wicked right now. No, grown folks know how to control their spirit. Okay, grown folks know how to say no. Grown folks know how to identify that if I lay down with this sister, I can bring a child into the world. Okay? Do I have intentions to be with this young lady? Grown folks know that if I lay down with this sister, there's a possibility that I can catch an STD. Okay? Grown folks understand that if I lay down with this sister may become emotionally attached. And it may be hard to get rid of her if I'm not trying to deal with her on that level. Same thing goes for the woman. Okay? So that's hogwash, man. Okay? That's trash.
Depending on how much of a fan of sex you are, if it's bad, then it could, you could look at somebody different, because that means later on you're going to either have to teach them what you want them to know, or it's a no-go. So you got to base that strictly off of the relationship, and a lot of people have a hard time doing that. For me,
now see, once again, man, we're going off, man. Okay, because now where the brother's going is he's going to a place where, hey, look, now if I have sex with this individual and find out that the sex is not good, now I'm either gonna drop her or I gotta teach her what I like. Okay. Now, see, the problem is we wouldn't have this problem, okay, if we did things according to the law. Okay. According to the law, when a man lays down with his wife and they become married, technically he's supposed to spend upwards of an entire year with that sister, just him and her. All right. It's supposed to be just him and her. Now I want you to think about that. If we operated like our forefathers, or like Moses instructed us, if we operated like that today, I want you to think about that. A man marries a sister for an entire year. That is all she knows. She knows that brother. Okay? They're in each other's face. In and out. Okay? Having all the sex they want. Okay? She's pleasing him. He's pleasing her. Okay? Hey, that right there is that's a match. Okay, that's going to be unbreakable right there. Because all they know is one another. That's the way it was intended to be in the Israelite community. Okay? It's kind of difficult to do that today because we're in captivity. All right? We're in captivity. So it's hard for a man, to doggone do away with 1 year of his wages. We can't do that. Con? Okay? But he's supposed to be making every effort to make sure that he's pleasing that woman, okay? And that woman knows him and only him. Think about that. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. If we operated like that in today's day, all right, there would be a lack of single-parent households, that we would not be number one in divorce rates, all right? Single-parent households would be minimum. Think about that. Brothers not going to be leaving their children. You ain't going to have an evil eye towards your wife. Think about that. Baby mama drama is going to be doggone very minimal if we operated in that way. But we broke the law. Okay? Give me that in Lamentations 5 and 7. Give me that in Lamentations 5 and 7.
Come out of one. This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 5 and verse 7. And it reads, our fathers have sinned and are not, and we have borne their iniquities.
And we have borne their sin. All right? That's what's going on. We got to deal with it. Okay? We have to deal with it. Okay?
I would consider myself a very sexual person when it comes to like just women. I love women. I love everything about women. I love their lips, their eyes, their legs, their the feminine energy, because I would consider myself a man's man in a lot of ways. And so I'm really attracted to women, you know what I'm saying? That's just what they give off. And that translates sexually, you know what I'm saying, as well. So I don't go into relationships or situations looking at that, because I do think that part of it is something that could, potentially mess up what you're trying to do. Potentially. It doesn't mean that it will, but it is something that you
mute out of one.
The brother is saying that you can mess things up potentially if you go ahead and you have sex, okay, early on in the relationship, huh? Hey, get the book of Deuteronomy 24. Get the book of Deuteronomy 24 real quick. We're going to talk about this. Let's go back to the law, what I was just speaking of, okay? This is why we're jacked up, because we're not following the law. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 24. And I want to start at verse 4. Deuteronomy 24 and verse 4.
God, Adwan. This is Deuteronomy chapter 24 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Her former husband, which sent her away, may not take her again to be his wife.
Read verse 5.
John. Verse 5. When a man hath taken a new wife, he shall not go out to to war. So I can go out to war. Neither shall he be charged with any business, but he shall be free at home 1 year, and shall cheer up his wife,
And shall
which he
what?
hath taken. He shall cheer up his wife, which he hath taken.
He shall cheer up his wife, which he hath taken. What that mean? That mean humble her. Okay? So for a whole year, if we were doing this, we would not be having the problems that we have in Akim and Akwath. We would not be having these problems. Okay? Sisters wouldn't be bouncing from brother to brother. Okay? That one man is all you know. That one man is all you know. And for that year, at least, brother, okay, that sister, okay, is getting a lot of your time. Huh?
Good.
She's getting a lot of your time and a lot of your energy. Okay? All right? And that's doggone real. All right? We gotta understand things. So we gotta do things to the best of our ability. You know, I tell brothers all the time, man. Your brothers, hey, man, you know, my rib going off. Hey, what you do to get that woman? Okay? What you do to get that woman?
It's lucky I don't want.
Gotta go back and do that. Okay? You gotta cheer up. Okay? Go back to do the things that you did to get her. All right? That's all she wants is a little attention. Okay? She wants time and attention from you. That's it. A lot of these women can care less about doggone you buying, okay, her this and buying her that. She wants your time and attention. Go ahead there, King. Who says the locker?
Kind of, if we remember in the scripture, we go back to Jacob. Jacob wanted Rachel, and he was willing to work for 7 years for that one woman. And there's nobody on earth would do that today. If the father said, well, you gotta work for me for 7 years, the brother gone.
Right.
Our father Jacob, that's what he wanted. He wanted Rachel, and he was willing to do that.
That's right. There's a lot of, hey, we gotta understand, man. You know, if we dealt righteously with our sisters, man, okay, if we dealt righteously with them, okay, and stopped all this doggone casual sex, sleeping around, okay, with this one, brother, you know if you want to be with that sister or not, and you know if it's too early. The Most High gonna deal with you. You keep on screwing up like that, okay? Get that Adawan. I screwed up, okay? I screwed up. Hey, Adawan. Hey, spit it out. What happened? I'm burning Adawan. I'm burning. Okay? Give me Leviticus chapter 26. Give me Leviticus 26 and 16. Okay? Hey, Wanda said, I'm gone. Okay? I see you, princess. The sister says she gone. All right? Hey, read that.
Go another one. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 26 and verse 16. I also will do this unto you. I will even appoint over you terror, consumption, and the burning egg that shall consume thy eyes and cause sorrow of heart.
It says that I will do this unto you. I will appoint on you terror, consumption, and the burning egg, right? And thou shalt consume the eyes and cause sorrow of heart. Now what there's STDs out there, chlamydia and gonorrhea. All right, if they're left untreated, it will damage your eyes. It will damage your vision. Okay, these curses are real.
Okay.
These curses are real. Get Deuteronomy 28 and 22. These curses are real. Casual sex can lead to you getting a damn STD, damn AIDS and herpes. That stuff that they say you can't cure. You can't just be laying down all willy-nilly, man. All right, and the sister say syphilis too. Say syphilis will mess with your eyesight. Okay, Deuteronomy 28:22. Read that.
Call that a one. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 22, and it reads, "The Lord shall smite with a consumption, and with a fever, and with inflammation, and with an extreme burning, and with the sword, and with blasting, and with mildew, and they shall pursue thee until thou perish."
And they shall pursue you until you perish. This means that some of you are going to get STDs that you can't get rid of. They're gonna stay with you until you die, or they may kill you. The Most High is not playing, man. But you want to mess around, okay, with all these women with no strings attached, and you don't think the Most High is going to punish your tail, okay? And Eve, he told you too. Go to Isaiah. Give me Isaiah 3. Give me Isaiah 3 and start at 17. Give me Isaiah 3 and 17. Most High not playing with us.
Call another one. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, verse 17, and it reads, "Therefore the Lord shall smite thee, Salakia. Therefore the Lord shall smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, Salakia. And the Lord will discover their secret parts."
And the Lord's going to discover your secret parts. He's going to discover your secret parts, sisters. Jump down to 24, Yatham.
Call another one. "And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink."
Because the sweet smell, there's going to be stink. Your pH balance is going to be thrown off. You're going to get funky yeast infections. Okay? And you're going to get all manner of doggone STDs and stinking doggone diseases. Nobody want to deal with you. Want to smell no funky cat, man. Read that again. Hey,
and it shall come to pass.
Hey, read that up.
And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink.
Because of sweet smell, there's going to be stink, man. Okay? The Most High said he's going to discover your secret parts. Okay? So you got to make wise decisions, sisters. You got to make wise decisions. Okay? You just can't be laying down with every Tom, Dick, and Harry, man. All right? You can't do that thing. It don't work like that. All right? We're talking about the effects of casual sex, man. Okay? And we've already talked about, how we can lay down, all right, with brothers and sisters and be committing adultery. A lot of times we're committing adultery unawares. Hey, a lot of sisters didn't like that, man. Hey, they might be looking in the mirror. It might be looking in the mirror. Hey, it is what it is. Hey, that's what this word is. This word is a two-edged sword, man. Okay, it's meant to cut you. It is meant to cut you. The sister said, "Funky onion butt." Okay. Hey, tell it like it is. All right. That right there is your punishment for laying down with a bunch of brothers committing fornication and wickedness. You don't get to skate. You don't get to skate. We was told you don't get to bat your eyes at Yahweh Shai. Them dang gonna come, brothers. You don't get to do that. You don't. He not looking at you. Okay. The men of the Lord, we're learning to control ourselves, man. Okay? That's right. You say the BBL came with a smell. That's right. Hey, these brothers spitting bars today, man. The video came with his man. I like that, man. All right. Hey, man, this thing is wild, man. Okay. We talked about STDs. All right. What about single parent households, man? Right? What about single parent households? That's an effect of casual sex. Okay. You're laying down with brothers that you don't intend to be dealing with. Brothers is laying down with sisters that they don't intend to deal with. And all of a sudden, here comes a baby. And now you have to come up, with some sort of an agreement to make sure that this child is taken care of. Majority of the time, that woman in the state gonna figure that thing out. Because little do you know, that child support, especially that back child support, somebody got to pay for that hospital bill. See, y'all forgot about that, man. When that woman gave birth to that child, that ain't no free service. That's not no free service. See, I learned that a while ago, man. That's not a free service. A lot of brothers, they end up in a situation. Brothers doing right, man. They're taking care of their children, buying their children clothes, Pampers. If she doesn't breastfeed, they're getting the baby milk. All right, exhausting their funds, man, taking care of these children. But when they go to court and they got the receipt, the judge look at that thing and say, that's just that's a gift. You're supposed to do that thing. Pay this woman doggone back child support. Okay, and guess what? Guess what the state gonna do? Right off the top, they're gonna take their cut. Somebody got to pay that hospital bill. Little Judah don't get to be born in a hospital for free. They got to get taxed, King. Okay, they gonna get their money, man. That what y'all man. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, the IRS will catch up to you too. They got it now that if you're deadbeat dad, they'll be taking it out of your paycheck.
Oh yeah.
Can't get, just like Esau can't get away. Brother can't get away.
Greedy bastard. And that's the thing about it. A lot of time, Mike, you ain't got to be deadbeat, man. They're gonna get Jake regardless, man. Okay. A lot of these women won't say nothing, man. A lot of these women telling brothers that this day baby or putting the dad's name on the doggone the birth certificate, and he ain't the father, and you know what I mean? That's all the sister got to do is give up a name, right? Now the brother got to go through, his doggone legal hassle and try to prove that the baby's not his. All right, by mean a paternity test and all that good stuff. And he may get that money back. It's a rough world, man. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 54 real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54.
Another one of them there. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 54. And it reads, so that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil toward his brother, and toward the wife of his bosom, and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
That's a curse that is put on our people. Our eyes are evil toward our women, and we're leaving our children. Just because we went up in the club, all right, we saw old girl twerking, all right, she was striking that side pose. We liked what we saw, so we laid down with the sister. Here come doggone baby Levi, okay, and now we got an issue. Okay, now we got an issue. All right, but if we would have took our time, okay, and met the sister at the feast day, all right, dealt with her diligently, courted her for a little bit, okay, and when y'all decided to come together, all right, in a righteous fashion, hey, we good to go. But instead, we're moving out of order, man. Okay, And these children didn't ask for this. Con?
God.
Okay? These children did not ask for this. All right? A lot of, hey, look, the thing is this is what gets me. You know, I know we say that the sister was saying earlier, what was that quote she was putting out there that she was saying that sex is like a handshake. Okay? But women are not valuing their bodies no more. Because it's easy for brothers to go out, okay, and snag them up like that. But if they're not putting out, okay, they're not putting out like that, brothers wouldn't be moving halfway like they move. Okay? It's too easy. It's like Mike said. Mike said there was a point in time where, you know, they were courting and there would be chaperones out there, right? But also our elder folk were teaching, especially our women, were teaching them, okay? They were teaching them, hey, look, you know, hey, don't rush into nothing, okay? You need to, you got your life ahead of you and this, that, and the third. They might not have been teaching them according to the word, but they were trying to tell you the value, you know, that thing they got between their legs, man. Okay? But it's different now. It's buck wild now, okay? And we got a lot of the daughters of Zion out here with tons of bodies on them, man. Okay? Tons of them. And it ain't cute.
Would you be embarrassed if you walked into a room with your body count on your forehead? You ask majority of women if body count matters, and most likely than less, they're gonna say no. But you ask a man the same question, and the answer is gonna be entirely the opposite. Does a woman really want to be known for being so easily accessible? According to family studies, the chances of divorce after 5 years of marriage actually jump from 5% to 35% after having 10 bodies. It's more likely a woman...
10 bodies is the difference between, what was that number again? Let's say that again.
Of divorce after 5 years of marriage actually jump from 5% to 35% after having 10 bodies. It's more likely a woman will have more trauma the guys she sleeps with before she gets married. And that comes with a lot of other consequences that we don't care to teach the younger generation when they listen to modernized music and social media. Ladies.
All right, modernized music and social media is pushing a lot of this wickedness, all right, on our youngsters. Okay, because what? Mama out trying to get her doggone third master's degree, okay, and she working overtime at work because she ain't got no man in the house. Okay, and Jake just paying child support. So who's raising the kids? Who's raising the kids? TV and social media. Okay, that's what's going on out here. All right, young sisters with doggone a very high body count. You don't know what body count means. All right, that means that she's had sex with a lot of men. Okay, and it's shameful. Give me that. Somebody holding us Sirach chapter 26. I called it earlier, but I didn't get there. All right. I called it earlier, but I didn't get there.
I'm there out of one.
And Sirach chapter 26.
I'm there out of one.
Go down. Okay, you know what I want, man?
Verse 9?
Yeah, read verse 9, King.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 26 and verse 9. And it reads, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. If thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
All right. So if you see your daughter, you know, starting to get those promiscuous eyes, okay, she's starting to get those ways, she's smelling herself, you got to keep an eye on her. Okay, that's why the man got to be in the household. That man has to be in the household to show his presence. He has to show that young girl, all right, look, princess, you're loved. Daddy loves you, okay? Daddy's going to give you everything you need, okay? I'm going to give you everything you need. I'm going to teach you right from wrong, all right? I'm going to console you when you're hurting, okay? I'm going to teach you a lot in life. That way you don't go off looking for it in every time Dick and Harry, man. But that's what's going on with a lot of our sisters. They're looking for that father figure, man. They're looking for somebody to doggone take care of them. And they're looking for it in the form of a boyfriend or a friend with benefits. Okay? And that's going off, man. That's why we gotta be there, man. When a sister says I can do bad by myself and I can raise my kids by myself, she don't understand the doggone hurt that she's putting on them children, man. She don't understand that, man. She doesn't understand that. That's very wicked. Okay?
Precept out one.
Hey, go ahead. Bring your precept out, King.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Break that down.
That's what's going on in the world right now. We're all going after each other according to the world. But if we come back into law, statutes, and commandments, everything's good.
That's right. If you come back into the law, statutes, and commandments, everything will be good because the law of the Lord is perfect.
Salaki.
The law of the Lord is perfect, doesn't have any flaws. Go ahead, King.
I had a precept to back up what Adawan Warrior was brought out. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through vain philosophy, Salakia, through philosophy and vain deceit, after traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. So it says, beware lest any man spoil you, meaning let anybody destroy you through their philosophy. Like it's okay to have more than one sex partner. It's okay to have a hoe phase. That's vain deceit. Them useless words and tradition of men, which is it's okay to do that. Everybody's doing it. So those are traditions when you're young to go through a hoe phase. And that's somewhat what goes on with the music, with the Sexy Red music and all the Glorilla and all that, how they talk about the promiscuous sex acts they do with the men. And of course they're pushing it on all the young kids because everybody listens to that music.
Right.
I yelled out of one.
Everybody listens to it. That's a real big issue we got, man. Even the adults. All right. You got grown women, got the kids in the back. Kid heading to school, man. You taking your baby to school and you got damn Sexy Red bumper, loud as hell. All right. Drop it off to the doggone vice principal in the front. Y'all know how I set up. You got Sexy Red bumper. Okay, or Glorilla, all right, or any of these other doggone whores, right? And that's who your daughter's looking up to. Okay, that's who she's looking up to. There, you got to understand the same devils. Our arch enemy owns the music industry. They're not gonna take brothers like Yatham. They're not going to take brothers like Yazabeth. These brothers do music, man. They're not going to take brothers like this and exalt them, okay, and push truth music out through the airways. They're not going to do that. They're going to push the music that causes the children of Israel to sin. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 83. They're going to push the music that causes the children of Israel to sin through the airways. That's their goal. But y'all think we a cult. Y'all think that all we do is spew out hate when all we're doing is loving you, trying to get you to come back to the law so that you can get the damn kingdom. But you don't want to hear what the Bible actually says. Read that. Psalms chapter 83, start at verse 2.
Come out of one. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83 and verse 2. For lo, thine enemy make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
See, our enemies have lifted their heads up in pride. Okay? And they hate us, man. They have a perpetual hate us. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a people. Read that part again.
1 out of 1. For lo, thine enemy make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lift up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They've taken sneaky counsel against our people. Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Read on.
They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation.
Read on.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
So that the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. They don't want you to know who you are. And they damn sure don't want you to keep the law. Because if you come back to who you are and you start keeping the Most High's laws and have faith that Christ is going to come back in and save you from these wicked devils, then their reign is over. Isn't, hey, Yakim, I'll let you speak, okay? Isn't that justice, Op? Isn't that's true justice? These devils had us in doggone captivity, chattel slavery. Isn't that justice? You don't want your lick back? Nah, brother. Let's turn the other cheek. Let's love our enemies. You know, nah, you that doggone old, weak lion, man, and you're being trampled over. But you're the strongest and most powerful people on the earth. You just need to pick up that crown and dust that thing off, King. Go ahead, Yafu.
I just had the precept to land it back off what the brother just brought out, and it goes right with what you're saying. Also, this is the book of Jude, chapter 5, verse 20, and it reads, "Now therefore, my Lord," now this is Esau speaking. "Now therefore, my Lord and governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them." Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God be for them, and we become a reproach before all the world. So as long as Esau basically saying, as long as we stay in sin, they'll be over us. But if we come back to our law, statutes, and commandments, you know, then we gonna overtake them like how it's supposed to be.
That's right, King. That's it. That's what's going on. And that's why they got their foot on our neck. This is why you got a people who just came out of nowhere, okay, during the Balfour Declaration, all right, in doggone early 1900s, 1940s, they set them up in the land over there in Israel and said, these are the two tribes right here, Judah and Levi. These are Israelites, all right? These are some Jews who have been lost, okay? But these devils don't fit none of the curses. All right. Don't the scriptures tell you that when the people of God get in the land, that there's supposed to be peace in the land? They're fighting doggone every day over there. And it's been going on, all right, for I don't know how long. They don't fit the prophecy. But we fit all the prophecy. But brothers and sisters that tell you in the heartbeat, nah, I ain't no Israelite, I'm a Gentile. I'm black. All I gotta do, doggone, is stay black and die. Stiff neck and uncircumcised in heart, man. That's what you are. Okay, I read these doggone comments that they make on our videos. All right, they post all kind of horrifics. Y'all false prophets. Okay, and number one, ain't nobody claim to be no damn prophet, man. Okay, I like to use the term men of the Lord. Okay. Because a prophet, he prophesies that, okay, something that is supposed to come to pass. Okay, we do, repeat what our ancestors have already brought out by way of the scriptures. Okay? But I don't mind being called a teacher. I don't mind being called, a man of the Lord. But y'all throwing them titles on us. Y'all calling us Pharisees. You think that's a wicked title, and it's not. That's a doctor of the law. That's a man that knows the law. Okay? Hey, man, we got to get it together, man. All right? We out here for y'all. Sighing and crying for all of the abomination that be done thereof. How can you not see that this is spiritual Sodom and spiritual damn Egypt? How can you not see that? Grown-ass man walking around here with beard on their damn face, muscles, high heels, and makeup on his damn face. I saw a brother, man. Okay. Hey, I can't say too much, man. Okay. But this one brother, hey, I don't know if he taking hormone pills or whatever, man. Okay. But he was in the same place that I was. Okay. The brother actually had breasts, man. Brother had breasts, man. Like, hey, you tell me that the sands ain't reaching up to the heavens. Okay? You got to pay attention and be watchful, man. Hey, it's going on. Yeah, Richard, I seen that thing, man. Brother doggone face, doggone all. Hey, he taking some hormone pills or something, man. It's just wicked, man. Wicked. But we got to be patient. Okay? We got to be patient. We can't be like Nehemiah, man. Okay? Nehemiah, you seen all these doggone brothers messing around with these women of the other nations. Okay? And seeing all these sisters messing around with the brothers from the other nations. Nehemiah start doggone grabbing jokers up and ripping their beards out, man. Okay? What you doing? The seed's supposed to be sacred. Okay? And that's the reason why, that Yahushua and his angels are going to have to come back here and separate the wheat from the tares. Okay? A lot of the brothers that you have coming up to you, a lot of the sisters that you have coming up to you that you're trying to speak to, they may not be Israelites, man. You got to make sense of this thing. A wheat and a tare look just the same. Okay? Wheat and tares, a lot of time. I know for a long time when I first came into the truth, I got in my mind, it's real ignorant. I got in my mind that like wheat and tares would be like a mixed looking person versus, a dark skin. That don't even make sense. No, it's an Israelite that is somebody who looks like an Israelite. Okay, so more than likely, you're gonna have people that are woolly hair and darker skin, right? Okay, that are not your people. Okay, we got to stop doing that, man. All right, I hear that. A lot of people don't want to hear that, man. That's why the Negro only doctrine is the stupidest doctrine I ever heard in my life, man. It's the stupidest doctrine I ever heard in my entire life, man. All right, good damn well that the Israelites, you'll be the first one to say that the Egyptians are dark-skinned people. You'll be the first one to say that the Canaanites are dark-skinned people. If we're amongst the Canaanites and the doggone Egyptians first, don't we have doggone, people who look like them amongst us? It's simple, man. It's simple. Man, I tell you, bro. But anyway, man. Anyway, hey, one more thing. Let's talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and omit one of our talking points, okay? Because it's getting late, okay? But I want to talk about this too. All right, the effects of casual sex. A lot of times, children come forth. All right, and I'm gonna tell you something. These children that we're having are starting to have children. Okay. They're getting younger and younger. Mothers are younger and younger, having kids. And a lot of times, a lot of these kids are going into the system because they can't raise them. Okay? And although they've changed abortion laws, a lot of sisters are still finding ways to get rid of these kids. Okay? If you take what they call that pill that they be taking, man,
morning after.
Morning after. Yazabad know that thing. When he was in the world, he know. hey, they're more than that. Hey, they're killing that seed, man. Okay, that's a form of abortion right there. It really is. Okay, but these sisters that are taking all of these measures to get rid of the children. All right, that right. You're breaking the law. Abortion is sin. You're committing murder. Give me Isaiah 49:15. Hey, Shalimar said you called that out too quick, Yazabad. Hey, read that. Hey, Isaiah 49:15.
Son, this is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 49, verse 15. It says, Can a woman forget her sucking child?
Right.
That she should not have compassion on the son of her womb.
Can a woman forget her sucking child? You know, that she cannot have compassion on the son of her womb. Read.
Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee.
But the Most High is not going to forget that wickedness that you committed. He is not going to forget that. Some of these women are carrying child for a while. All right. And they have the audacity to put them to death. Don't the scriptures tell you to be fruitful and multiply? What is the natural use of a woman? You think your natural use is to grow up and get a career and chase the bag. Ain't nobody telling you to be broke. But I'm telling you, don't you get your doggone ass up there on that pole, sister. I'm telling you, don't you get your ass out there on the track. Okay? And I'm telling you, most importantly, first and foremost, to put Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah first. That's what's important. Okay? If you put Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah first, the Most High will order your steps. That's where your faith lies. Okay? That's where your faith lies. And that's the biggest issue that Israel has. We will not tap into that faith, man. The scripture says we need to have the faith the size of a mustard seed. It's very small. Okay? But we've yet to tap into it. Read that. What you holding?
I'm still at Isaiah 49:15.
Read that.
Come on. It says, Can a woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb?
Uh-huh.
Yea, they may forget, yet I will not forget thee.
But the Most High will not forget. Give me Exodus chapter 21 and 22. Give me the book of Exodus chapter 21 and verse 22. And somebody else get me Proverbs 6 and 16. All right. Casual sex oftentimes leads to abortion. All right. Read that.
Con out of one. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21, verse 22. And it reads, If men strive and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, and yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished.
He shall be what?
He shall be surely punished.
So these doggone doctors that are putting their hands on these sisters, okay, and administering these doggone abortions. Read it again. If men strive
and hurt a woman with child, so that her fruit depart from her, yet no mischief follow, he shall be surely punished.
Read.
According as the woman's husband will lay upon him.
According as the woman's husband will lay upon him. So oftentimes a lot of women won't tell their husband that they're pregnant because they want to satisfy their careers. Okay? The scripture is twofold. Okay? The scripture can be used if a man puts his hand on a woman, injures her, and she has a miscarry, right? And then the husband gonna come back there and tap that dude's tail, man. Okay? Or maybe put him to death. Con? A man causes a woman to lose her child. Okay? He's going to be destroyed. Read that in the book of Proverbs chapter 6 and 16. Proverbs 6 and 16. I hope you brothers is getting these scriptures, man.
Con, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And it reads, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate.
Right.
Yea, even 7 are an abomination unto him.
Right.
A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
A proud look. Okay. Read it again. A proud look.
A lying tongue.
Lying tongue.
And hands that shed innocent blood.
Hands that shed innocent blood. The Most High hates that. But you do it all willy-nilly. You do it all willy-nilly. This is how destroyed our people are. This is why you got to come back to the law. We're not out here for our own benefit, man. We're out here for you. Okay? We're out here for you. We love you, Israel. We're trying to show you what's right. Sisters, you got to stop getting abortions. You're doggone committing murder. You're shedding innocent blood. Okay? You got to think about it before you lay down with a man. Make sure that your ducks are in a row. Okay? This man has proven to you that he's a man of the Lord. This man has proven to you that he's going to take care of you. Okay? You got to make sure that your ducks are in a row. And that this man is walking in the scriptures. All right? Okay? Now I'm going to tackle one more point before we get off here. Okay? Hey, I work nights, family. I work nights, and I was going to go into a topic. Some of y'all might have seen the thumbnail that I threw out there earlier today. And I didn't realize that my op, Captain DeRock, had went into it already last week. Okay? You're having these babies, all willy-nilly, and you're putting them in the doggone foster care system, and Esau snatching your kids up, man. Esau is snatching your kids up. Captain DeRock just did a lesson last week on how you got a so-called Christian family adopting kids, but putting them through slavery. I was going to talk about this couple that was up in, they were up north somewhere. Okay, and they adopted these kids, locked them up in a barn, okay, and were putting them through chattel slavery, man. This is what happens. You're putting your kids through the system, okay? Putting your kids through the system, and Esau grabbing them up. Esau is grabbing them up, having their way with them. This is jacked up. I do have a quick article and a video, okay? Hold on for a second. Let me share my screen real quick. I tell you, boy, this nigga don't want to act right, man. Let me cancel this. Say something real quick. Let me share my screen.
Kind of one. It's part of the crafty council that our people going through the abortion thing, they set the trap and they fell in it. And when they found out that their people were having as many abortions as our people, that's when they wanted to do away with Roe versus Wade. That's why it went down. Because their people are actually, their birth rates are so low that they're going to be the minority in a couple of years. So it was, they want to get rid of abortion now because their people are getting jacked up by it, but they set that up for our people. And
So look at this here. All right, this is one of the things I was going to talk about. Okay, so here you got up in Iowa. Okay, you got an Iowa couple who starved and abused their black adopted children, and they get 2 years probation and no jail time after a guilty plea. 2-year probation for starving your kids. Now, if this was Jake doing this to some white kids, they threw their asses under the jail. They got the death penalty, man. Okay, but this is what happens as a result of casual sex and then you not wanting the children afterwards. This is what happens. Your children shall be given to another people. We always want to relate that to slavery, but no, this shit is Salakia. Salakia. Excuse my language, family. All right. This is happening modern day in a different fashion. All right. I'm going to read this. An Iowa couple charged with abusing and neglecting their 2 adopted children was served just 2 years of probation for their crime. A judge rules last month. This right here was October 11, 2019. This one happened. Okay. October 11, 2019. Okay. Kobe Kinney Fry, 42, and wife Kelly Fry, 40, pleaded guilty on 2 counts. Each child endangerment and aggravated misdemeanor. The Des Moines Register reported they previously pleaded not guilty to felony charges in this case. All right. This is horrible, man. Look at these devils, man. These devils, they look wicked, man. All right. This is what we patiently waiting to take these 2 jokers, man, and smash their doggone skulls together, man. This is what we patiently waiting for. But don't put our children in this predicament, man. Don't put our children in this predicament. Take care of your kids, man. Teach your sons and your daughters not to have casual sex at such a young age so that it can be established, so the young man can be established. And he can take care of the woman. Understand that he got to take care of that woman. Okay? And the sister's not, hey, to the left, pack your bags. No. No, you cannot part your husband. You got to stay together. Work that thing out. And when you got a wife, you need to do right by her. All right? No, you ain't got to doggone tell her everything when you're getting to know a woman. Okay? But if you're gonna doggone marry that sister, open up your mouth and say something. Open up your mouth and say something. I'm saying this for a reason. Open up your mouth and tell her, hey, you're getting ready to have a sister wife. I'm fond of this sister. This is what's going on. I'm letting you know. Okay? You know what I mean? Don't doggone hide that thing from her. Do right. Brothers moving sneaky, man. Like niggas in the world. We can't move like that. We're supposed to be righteous, Khan.
Khan of the one.
Don't move like niggas in the world, man.
It's lucky I don't want.
Go ahead.
There was a comment that asked what happened to the children.
In this case, hey, I do got another portion of the, let's see if, hold on. I'm bringing up something else that I shouldn't be. Hold on, man. God, dog, I don't want y'all to see that. All right. Nah, that's not it. Hold on for a minute. Let me,
They probably went back into child protective services.
That's probably what happened. That's probably
and now they probably going to go to another white couple that's going to do the same thing. So
right.
Those kids are trapped in the system.
Con. Hey, I must have forgot to drop that other part of the article, okay? It probably mentioned that about the kids, but this is another case right here, right? So here we got a white female lesbian couple, all right, that ended up, they ended up adopting all these kids right here. The majority of them are Israelites, okay? It looks like all of them may be Israelites. All of them may be Israelites. I'm not sure, you know. I don't know. This guy back here in the back, he looked like he could be Issachar. I'm not sure, okay? But they adopted these kids. They started abusing these kids. And then when they came up on charges, they doggone took their car, packed these kids up in it, and drove the kids off a cliff. This happened in 2019. All right? Drove them off a cliff, Akim and Akwath. A white lesbian couple who drove themselves and their 6 adopted children off a Northern California cliff last year did so deliberately, a special coroner's jury has ruled. The lesbian couple, Sarah Hart and her wife, Jennifer Hart, had purposely driven their sport utility vehicle over the cliff with their 6 children in the car in a murder-suicide, March 2018. The jury said, confirming earlier suspicions that the crash was intentional. The lesbian couple had done this on purpose after learning that they were under investigation by child welfare officials, according to the New York Times. See, this proves Esau's wickedness. So you put us on a damn boat, have us doggone travel across the doggone world for a whole year. We endure that thing. You beat our backs in, we endure that thing. But the moment trouble comes these weak devils' way, they driving themselves off a damn cliff. And I'm taking the kids with me. They're weak. And and one shall be stronger than the other. We know who the strongest are. All right? Weak. They planned this, so this was premeditated too. That's just like Ishmael. Ishmael weak too. What kind of doggone idiot straps doggone pounds of C4 to his chest and say, hey, the Most High God want me to do this? Allah Akbar, boom. A weak idiot, man. Okay? We separate from these people, man. We are, but when you have casual sex, all willy-nilly, and you don't want your kids and you put them in the system, it's a possibility that these sick devils is going to get a hold of your kids and drive them off a cliff. This is what we dealing with, man. Look at this wickedness. Now, I told y'all get them kids out of here, right? Told y'all get them kids out of here, man. This was the one I wanted to play earlier. I may go ahead and play it, but look at this. Can y'all hold on for a minute? I think I got this. I don't even want y'all to. Let me stop sharing my screen. I think I got it here. Give me just a second. This is what we dealing with, family. Oh man, do I got it on? Oh yeah, here it is. Look at this, family.
I'm getting more. More, Daddy. More, Daddy. More.
You let your kids go into foster care and let these devils get they. So now they're letting these doggone LGBT community, alphabet community jokers adopt your kids. You don't want them? Oh, they'll take them. And this is what happens. Get them kids out of there. You need to see it. You need to see it. You need to see
more,
it.
Daddy. More, Daddy. More.
Wicked. Pains me to put it out there, but I got to show you this wickedness, man. This is what happens. This is what's happening. You tell me the sins is not reaching the heavens, man. Tell me it ain't. I'm gonna go ahead and end it there, man. Okay, it's just too much, man. It's just too much. All right? It's too much.
Sluggy, I don't want.
Go ahead, Al.
I forget the actress. There's a well-known actress.
Yeah.
She adopted two black boys.
Right.
And she turned them into girls. She dresses them up as girls. So
Think
now
of-
they don't know. They don't. Not only don't they know who they are, but they don't know who they are because they're
Salakia.
boys. You know, they're too young to. You know, there ain't no sex change or nothing. They're. She's parading them around as little girls.
You know, they were trying to. I said that Sandra Bullock. Okay, I'm not sure. Is it? But I'm gonna tell you, man. I know that they were trying to pass this law last year. It was either last year or the year before last. You know, that they were trying to say between the ages of toddler years that a child had to like the age of 3. Okay, at like to the age of 3 to figure out their gender. Okay, you can put them through the they be. They call it they be. THEYBE. They weren't supposed to be classified as male or female. Okay, I think this took place in California. All right, this bill was trying to be passed in California. Okay, and the kid's supposed to figure out, you know, which gender they are. The kid already came out with a gender. If the kid has a penis, he's a boy. If the kid has a vagina, she's a girl. It's not hard. Why are we making this hard, man? Why are we making this so hard? Go ahead, King.
You mean to tell me a child have to wait till 18 to 21 to buy tobacco and alcohol, but they could change their gender by the age of 3?
Yes. This is the doggone foolery that your enemy has infested the world with, man. Okay? Look, your enemies are contrary to the law. We're going to end this because we're going to be going for 3 hours already, okay? And I see Adawan trying to get some brothers out. I think the Sakari are holding their first fruits right now. He's trying to get some brothers where he at. So I'm going to go ahead and end, okay? But I'm just I'm letting you know, okay, that your enemy has done a huge role in perversion in this world. Okay? And it's time to exterminate his tail. Okay? But we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. Okay, I gotta be clear about that. Because these devils already want to call us doggone radicals and doggone, you know, terrorists and all that crap. Okay, we're waiting on Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. We ain't making no move until our big brother crack the sky. But you devils gotta go, man. You devils gotta go. And y'all need to keep y'all damn hands off our kids, man. Okay? But Jake and Eve, we need to do our part too. All right? We need to do our part too. All that, if you got that mindset, okay, this is my body. I can decide to do what I want to do. I can get an abortion. I can put my kids through the system, foster care and all that. You're going off. You're supposed to be fruitful and multiply. Kids are a heritage. Okay? That's what it says in Psalms. Happy is he that has a quiver full of them. Okay? Because your kids are supposed to be used, okay, as weapons. You teach him this truth, now he can combat the enemy. You got a warrior out there. That's what we're doing. We're raising soldiers, man. We're raising warriors in this truth. Because we're at war. This is not a joke, man. We're at war. Okay? All right? And I'm gonna tell you something. Sex is selling. Okay, casual sex is definitely at the top of the bar. All right, but us as Israelites, we got to set the standard. Okay, we got to set the standard. Con?
Con of the one.
All right, so let's shine our light. All right, keep the laws and have faith in Christ. Con?
Con.
All right, any of you brothers got anything else to add, man? Before we hear from our sponsors.
Con of the one.
Go ahead, brother.
All right. I want to let all our viewers know to be sure to tune in to the elders class tomorrow. We having the new moon lesson tomorrow, Friday.
Right.
I believe it's starting at 8:30. Be on class at 8:30. And on Saturdays we got the Captain Yaiquab.
Right.
We got his class, bar for bar. On Tuesdays we got Truth Tuesdays with the Captain Duroc.
That's
and
right.
Of course, us on Thursdays.
That's right.
C4N.
C4N, Conversation for the Nation. All right. And you may catch us live too. All right. At camp, brothers. I know brothers been going live in Atlanta. Okay. Occasionally we may go live in Alabama. And we remember we got camp spots in Fort Myers, Florida. We got camp spots. All right. In California. Okay. The Bay Area. All right. And down in SoCal. All right. We got camp spots in Montgomery, Alabama, and up in Washington, D.C. Hey, look out, okay, for the Jacksonville area here soon. Okay. Hey, look, we growing, man. Texas, we got brothers all throughout Texas. Hey, I was talking to brothers telling me that brothers say, hey, I'm over in Chicago. Ain't you know my brother up there? Sakura is up there in Chicago. Okay. I love that brother. That damn Sakura, man. Hey, we got to keep a leash on that brother, man. Okay. Got to keep a leash on that brother. That's a mighty warrior up there. All right. But hey, man, we growing. Okay. Sons of Thunder is growing. All praise to the Most High. All right. Hey, the brother, okay, down Louisiana area. Okay. Right. Then we got a couple of brothers down there. Okay. That we building up in this thing. Okay. Forget about them. All right. So hey, y'all tune in. Okay, Lord willing. All right, Sons of Thunder, we're gonna grow. All right. But hey, let's hear from our sponsors. New moon tomorrow. Okay, new moon tomorrow. All right, the new moon tomorrow. All right, at evening. Con. All praises.
Shalom, I'm Sister Mayan, a student ambassador for the Spiritual Midwifery program. Spiritual Midwifery has changed my perspective in a positive way when it comes to birth work. It has made me confident that I'm taking on the role that the Most High has chosen me for. I feel as though it has provided me with the right tools to better serve my current clients as a doula and future clients as a midwife. What makes Spiritual Midwifery stand out more than other trainings and programs is that it's much more personable. Just being able to learn with and learn from sisters that are like-minded brings out a level of closeness and spirituality that cannot be achieved by anything not ordained by the Most High. I can definitely feel His presence every time class meets. I would definitely recommend the program to other Hebrew women pursuing midwifery. It's such a joy to learn from another Hebrew sister and also have a community of sisters to learn with that face the same daily struggles that we face in life.
Shalom, family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at HIBofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Welcome to Pillars of Rest, where you can find special material for our sisters, by our sisters. This is a Sons of Thunder exclusive platform focused on building, encouraging, uplifting, and engaging with the daughters of Zion. Here you'll find personalized and interactive content geared towards showing what it truly means to be a pillar of rest. Interviews, scripture breakdowns, tips on motherhood, marriage, and testimonials are just the beginning of the many things to learn from and enjoy in this program. Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, frauds, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the Truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom. All right, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
How you think you gonna get my respect? How you a man that can't keep your own spirit in check? That's the difference from rookies and vets. I tend to focus on the game, they rather complain to the reps. But life not a game of scrimmage. You get both your legs broken thinking you standing on chef business. We talking truth, I'm the best witness. I'd rather die than be left in this world. Y'all wanna be left in it. Talking about the laws done away with it.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.